Panger's gonna make his way. Oh, he probably will.
I mean, I'm secondary human. If you can't get to primary human, go to secondary human.
I mean, that's how it works at
Mm-hmm.
all times. So we are
Never stop,
live.
never stopping.
Never stop, never stopping. It's an important fact of being a cat. Cat life, one might say. Let me make this. I love Streamlabs. It's so nice when frame rate turns like dropping off the side of the universe.
Yeah.
I mean that's just an OBS thing in general. I feel. Anywho, hello interwebs and all of our established viewers.
It's an Emma.
Yes, correct. We have a Safina who will be with us momentarily, so we will not be holding up for the intro cards trivia recap piece unless there's a weird segue. So let's start off our beautiful session with cards against D&D Humanity. If you have, since we've had a handful now, if you are getting duplicates, let me know. Deal. 1 card to Safina, Marsa,
Going on.
Cassandra Avon, Alara. Oh wait. Why is
Yep, hey Panger. There he is.
Just Alara. Warner. Say Alara's last name again? Alara. Duinania. I just gotta remember Narnia. Duinania. Ooh.
That's a lot of vowels.
Ooh. Hey Potter. Ooh. Alright. Actually, that brings up a pretty good trivia question. Duania.
Harry Potter?
Ooh. Nope. Alright. So, Safina, Cass, Alara, and Gabriel Lockjack all get cards. And
there we go.
Deal cards. So, we'll recap both the cards you just got, cards you currently have, and if you have duplicates, let me know so that I can take care of that. We will go in order of the stream, and the stream order means that, Cass, where are your cards?
Okay, so I'll go through all 4 of them.
Okay.
Because it's been a little bit of time. So, what is the furthest you have traveled from home? What is your greatest strength? Do you have any biases or prejudices? So, and then what is the furthest? Oh, I have the same one. So, what is the furthest you've traveled from home? I have twice.
All right, go ahead and trash that. Trash panda that. Here's a new one.
Okay, and that is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Fantastic. Safina, what's yours? Cool.
I just make some sounds.
Alara, what's yours?
Oh, okay. I have, does the unknown make you excited or anxious? When is it okay to lie? Do you have any biases or prejudices? And then my newest one is, who do you trust to protect you when you're vulnerable?
Stop it! Is it a man that you met once that you now have very strong feelings for?
Dave. Not as the answer to the question, but what are ours?
How do you deal with stress? Who would you ask for help for something important to you? Do you have any biases or prejudices? And the newest one is, what is your favorite hobby?
We're going to be talking about some biases and prejudices in here.
Well then.
I hate you all.
I never.
I'm biased specifically again.
Oh.
Oof.
A lot of bias and prejudices.
Lots of deuces. Deuces for days.
Mm.
All right. Speaking about
deuce.
Day deuce, what am I saying? Dave's Deuce Ex Machina. All right, so trivia. For trivia, go ahead and get you ready for the chats. We'll go in the order if I see them appearing inside chats.
Oh shit! I made my copy pasta ready. Hang on. Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
What is Mig's relation to the Wanderer's Guide to Aurora? Cass.
He knew the person that wrote the book.
25 points. Mig Travers knew the person that wrote The Wanderer's Guide to Aurora, or at least has the original entries in it.
I think I'm fairly positive that's the extent of what we got from that.
Yes.
He knows it.
All right. What is the name of Mig's merchant partner? Not Celestian, but
Not
Gabe.
Celestian.
Trevor.
Trevor. That's correct
Oh.
for 25 points.
Why did I not write that down? Like, of all the things I wrote down, I did not write down Trevor's name.
For a follow-up, how much did Trevor charge you for 5 healing potions?
300 gold.
25 points.
I was ready. Just in case.
More obscure, but relating to the lore of the world. When is the last time a real trading caravan has been into Verde? Pass.
They said it'd been about 2 years.
2 years. Correct. 25 points. Follow-up question. How long has it been since Nexus has been invaded and occupied by Zonthriel?
3 years.
Give or take. Give or take a few months, correct.
Yeah, like roughly in that. So,
Yeah.
What do I get for that? Anything?
25 and
Or just-
both.
Just knowledge, private job well done.
Private job well done and experience points.
Okay.
Keep in mind, if you're counting your experience, you are currently getting double because Safina is a higher level than you.
Yeah. Knowledge is power and XP.
All right. What is the name of the white feather that you obtained from the white owl? Alara.
Feather of Sanctuary.
25 points!
Oh, yeah.
Follow-up question. What is the significance of a white owl?
Should mean especially a lot to you.
It's Celestian's familiar. Can we call it that? Familiar?
Messenger?
Messenger? Yeah.
Sure. Messenger, familiar, both work.
Okay.
25 points for both, so a total of 50.
I was gonna be like, Alara would be very sad if she got that one wrong.
Yeah, it's like, as opposed to the next emote is actually like a table flip emote prepare. Alrighty then. You were visited by 2 elemental creatures last session. What were they based off of? What objects were they based off
Okay.
of?
I was like, this can go multiple ways.
I have a Cass as a 1. And
Yeah.
then Troy.
So they were based off of Troy, obviously. I mean, so we're going, one was an acorn, the other one was a rock.
Correct. 25 points.
Okay.
Follow-up question. How'd you
Okay.
how'd you obtain the acorn?
Cass did a very good job of gathering berries. She did a very good job.
Very good job. All right. Cleared.
She gathered the most berries. That could be useful. Also could be poisonous, but I have a theory around that later.
What is the name of Cassandra's ex-love interest?
I feel like I shouldn't answer that. I'll let
Laura.
someone else answer that. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't. You got this.
Troy. No. Yes.
What's his last name?
Oh, Oak.
Yes, Oaks.
Yeah.
Oak. Wait. Is it Oaks?
Oaks,
Yes.
like the tree,
Oaks.
oak tree.
Oh, I just pulled it out of my brain.
That's,
For my
that is
brain.
how trivia works. All right, 25 points for Troy Oaks. We need full names as we've gone over this. And we've got one more going. Actually, 2 more trivia questions, and we will move forward to recap. What is the full name of Alara's father?
Nope.
Ooh.
Brian, the life of Brian. Gabe, what's the full name of Alara's father?
Nua Duenania?
Correct, 25 points.
Good job.
And the most important question of all. Wait, let me clear before I start doing a fake drum roll. Where are you headed? Cass.
We're headed to a lake.
That's not significant. That's not good enough. A
That's
lake.
fair.
It's a body of water. Alara for the steal. Where are you headed?
Starset Lake.
Starset Lake for 25 points.
Stars there. I'm gonna write that down because I definitely forgot.
Trivia has ended. Who got MVP?
I got
That was
100.
Alara.
That was Alara.
Yep. You did 3 votes. Congratulations. Consolation to Cass.
Yay! Just because I feel like Alara couldn't vote for herself, I accept it. Yay! I'll take it. Yeah.
Almost unanimous except for by default when I couldn't vote for myself.
Yeah.
Who would like to do the recap for 100 points?
Did I do the recap last session?
I think I'll do the group.
I think
Safina
you
did.
did. Yeah, so
Oh,
I think that last time Gabe did the recap, yeah.
Oh, was it?
I
thought it
can't
was
remember.
Safina.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure.
it was Safina.
It was.
Oh.
It was.
It was Safina,
So
which is currently like now the top of a car, so...
I'm watching the stuff fly by his window too.
I know, it's very distracting. It's like, that must be a tree.
He should
That's
just
a
like
bump.
move his phone to the window.
Yeah.
To get like, oh.
A whole new world.
Ooh, at this pace, I think I'll level up next time.
What?
Session.
Well,
I'll do the recap.
okay, go.
So, the Wayfinders were in Verde for a time. They had just woken up, and we were going to get supplies when Gabe saw a little blur, a white blur. But since we didn't really have any evidence to go on, we kind of investigated. Went to a dude's house. Cass
There's
knocked on the
definitely
door.
something.
He didn't seem really happy about us knocking when he was presumably asleep. I don't know. So we went to Mig's shop, the Tinkers and Travelers, see if we can get some potions or other. And shenanigans ensued. Alara found out a bit more about the book she has. Yeah. And Gabe created a bomb. It's a glass bomb. Don't worry. It's not going to blow up immediately. Safina was looking for jewels and gems to fix his compass, which he was going to find, and he could have bought if he had any money at all. So,
Not any money, a lot of money.
yeah.
Like
So then
bells.
you just keep going on, and Mig offers a special discount because he gives Alara an orb to record certain areas in the world if we come upon them, and then kind of pays for the health potions we were going to get for 300, since the store isn't doing too well and it needs to up the price a little bit to make that sweet funds. We kind of had a disagreement about those prices and funds, so we called Mig, and after a long and hard debate, Mig and Trevor came out of the back room and agreed upon a price on a credit. So then we got the health potions, then we scrammed because we were really pushing our luck. And then we kind of saw what the white blur was. It was an owl. Strangely, it was a white owl. Oh. Yeah. And then after that, we went to the woods. We found some berries. One of them wasn't a berry. It screamed at us very loudly. Safina went deaf. Lara bopped it with her quarterstaff. Rockman came out of the woods during the night and took his buddy away after some shenanigans and lathering himself with food. Anyway,
He tried.
After that,
He tried eating.
after that, we went to investigate because Gabe wanted to see the elementals, and now we are in Rock Court on crimes against the Mephit Society of Kidnapping and Assault and Battery.
Great. Good job.
Yeah.
100 points. Anyone want to fill in any gaps?
I don't know if there's anything else that really like of note that happened in between there. I think he covered everything.
Okay.
We got health potions. We got like the 5, but you already said that. Yeah.
Rock Court.
Or in Rock Court.
And now, seeing you have been charged as this large elemental forms out of the fissures in an otherwise ungodly large 2-story tall boulder.
That tiny rock is just so cute.
Forming massive jagged arms of stone and dust, and one long beard of moss. And the ground beneath your feet has little soil on it, mostly bedrock itself, as you are surrounded by other rocks that are not as formed into humanoid shape, but have their eyes open like standing stones watching you. Great. You're accused remaining at the side of this king of the stones, with your booped friend, the acorn, and also his smaller friend.
It's so cute.
the rock methods.
I love it.
You just want to give that rock a hug.
Currently, Cass and. Cass, Yorkie, and Gabe are within inside the circle. However, Safina and Alara are outside, just feeling the commotion as the king bellows. You have been accused of kidnapping. And assault. How do you plead your case?
Cass is kind of, thrown off, understandably, and also out of character. Gabe, I'm gonna kind of paraphrase your many paragraphs into something, because I know I have the higher charisma, and hope that helps.
I just imagine Gabe just goes behind Cass and just taps on her leg, like, come down here. Just like,
it's like, well, first, we apologize for the mistakes that we made. We didn't know that what we were doing at the very beginning. We were walking through the forest, and I was foraging for berries, but it was dark, and I didn't see that the... Was it Memphid? Memphid. Yes. Memphid was there. And we didn't realize it until we were back at our camp. We did try to feed it once it was making sound, but unfortunately our companions are not as familiar with the wild, and we're worried that the sound was going to make a whole bunch of creatures come at us. So they thought it was an acorn that needed to be planted. And so she planted it, hoping that that was the right way to go. Later, this other method.
All right, so at this point, at all of that, Gabe, would you like to roll insight?
Just like, well, shit, okay.
Yeah, I'll roll insight.
And while that's happening, what is Alara doing? I'm confused. Safina is contemplating life choices.
Can I see? I can see over these rocks.
You'd have to climb up on top, but you can hear all this. They're
okay, but I can't see.
No, I think of them to be about 7-8 feet tall, but very climbable.
Can I I don't know, walk up to them? Are they they're they're other elementals, right?
Correct. They're standing shoulder to shoulder, so you can peek between the cracks. You can climb up top of them. You can kind of.
I'm gonna tap on one of the rocks. Go up and tap on one of the rocks. I'm like, can you let me through?
So you hear the grinding of stone on stone, like a door, as you see an orb surface from around the corner, and then another orb as two stone eyes look at you.
Hi, hello. I would like to be present with my friends over there. If you could let me pass, please.
It breaks off and fissures two arms that come out towards you, and then hit the ground, and then they break in very unusual step-like formations to the top of its head.
Oh, there you go.
Its eyes are like on one of the steps, just staring at you.
She like does like a little bow, like thank you very much. I'm sorry for stepping on you, and she like walks up the steps to come over to your side.
All right, at about the time, when you're hearing Cass go on about the deliberation, I'll assume Safina is at least having a similar thought.
It's so cool.
My brain's like, I don't know. Safina looks like he's stonewalling.
So, Gabe, with your 15 insight roll, you can tell that
it's not going well.
that Cassandra is using way too many words. Like,
okay.
Almost like rain and wind against a rock.
Cass.
Yeah.
Cass. Shorten it down.
More. Okay.
Just the back. Don't. No, none of the jam. Just the bread.
Okay.
Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
Time begins to pass as you ask for a lawyer.
While time passes, like to talk to Cass. Okay, It was really good, but we kind of skirt around what he wanted to ask. We should be really straightforward, like 4 or 5 words. Rock elementals prefer very solid answers, not like wind elementals. They prefer more flightier words, or water, but that's a little bit more of a different topic. Anyway, just
so should I go with we
didn't know,
we didn't see it, and we hid it so that we would not get killed by predators.
more or less, yes.
Okay.
Also, we didn't know. Also, say we didn't know.
We didn't know. Do we need to wait for our lawyer before we continue? I don't know what this is.
We should wait. I'm just saying.
Okay. It's like, I don't understand.
As you talk, Alara, make a perception check. You notice that this thing is watching you as you talk.
No.
That who I think it is?
Which squirrel is it? Which
Oh
one?
no!
Oh dear.
Yes.
A squirrel hops down and goes past everybody and looks up at the Rock King.
Oh my god.
Yes. And then it turns around and looks at Cassandra expectantly.
I'm gonna look at Gabe and be like, I don't know what to do with this. You can talk to it, right? Tell him what we were going to tell. You can. Oh, okay. So tell him what we were going to tell the rock people, and just, I guess, make him nod yes or no if that will work.
So
Or if
Gabe,
he can talk to the rocks for us about that. I don't know how this works. I am concerned.
Gabe will walk up to the squirrel and just kneel down, have Yorkie on his shoulder.
We have to confirm with our council.
And I'll just tell the squirrel what our main point was.
So what exactly do you tell this squirrel?
We didn't know that the child was a part of the fruit, and we were afraid that if it continued to scream, that it would attract predators. We tried to calm it down, but it did not work. And then when the rock method showed up, we were equally as confused and ignorant of the land. And so we made several more mistakes.
Now, the question is what language or precautions are you using to speak to this animal? Like, are you just speaking in common to it?
Uno.
No, to the squirrel. The squirrel is looking at you expectantly. So what do you say to were you saying to the squirrel?
Oh, that's what I was saying to the squirrel.
In common?
In squirrel talk, I imagine.
That's tongues.
Speak
Like-
speak small beasts.
You see,
Simple ideas.
speak with small beasts. Yes, because you are Forrest McGnome.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I'm like he's talked to squirrels before.
Yes.
This is all I know.
So the squirrel, which the rest of you is, you've caused a grave error here in the courts. But
Oh, no.
between you and me, they're not really civilized people, and you're gonna have to either serve a sentence. He literally is raising a paw. Servant sees that the squirrel raising a paw, and his little tiny little squirrel paw going one toe down. Serve a sentence. Pay a fine, or trial by combat.
What's the fine?
What's the fine?
Squirrel looks at all of you.
It's meant to be like 20 acorns.
Do you have any gems?
I have a pearl.
You see the squirrel is shaking its head as it's squeaking with Gabe here.
No. I could try and do something if they have something magical. I could return it to its former state. Not exactly, but I could try.
Squirrel looks up at you and goes all the Detective Pikachu. He grabs you by your pant leg. These are simple people with simple laws. I don't even think they understand the laws they're enforcing, man.
Good point.
Making it complicated, I don't know. You might make them angry. And I have a family to get back to. A nest with nuts to return to.
Think about the squirrel's family.
Sorry.
Think about the kids.
So
Perhaps we
what
could do
suggest?
something for him.
Can we understand the squirrel?
No, it's...
Okay, so it's just talking to Gabe. So I think
Oh,
even
okay.
I are just kind of like they're squirrel
So-
talk.
So what do you suggest?
Well, what do I suggest? As your counsel, and he steps back, dusting off the dirt from his majestic coat. I say you pay the man.
But we don't have anything.
Okay, well... let me confer. So the squirrel goes over to the acorn and the stone.
What?
Things I didn't think I was doing today.
Right? I'm like,
The squirrel returns back to Gabe. Okay. Do you have a ruby, which is a gem of about 100 to 500 gold?
Nope.
The Rockington over there is willing to settle for approximately a ruby's worth in fines.
Oh.
Can we owe it? That's mean that we can't hear any of this.
No.
My friends asked, could they owe it?
Can we?
He dusts off his coat and Detective Pikachu's your coat. These are simple people with simple ideas.
We don't have rubies.
What's something that they want? We could go get it for them.
Gems.
Besides Ruby.
No. They're not going to leave here without you giving them something. Time, money, or combat. How about time? You look like you're young. What's 50 years to a young lad like you?
No,
50 years.
Like, that's not.
Okay. And they were staying up. We have 3 options. Either we serve a sentence, you give them 100 gold worth in rubies, a ruby worth 100 gold, or we fight them.
Okay. How long is the sentence?
Turn back to squirrel.
Oh.
How long is the sentence?
I guess he's on computer. Oh, there's Sophie.
That's cool.
I didn't know how this was going to work.
Yes! Oh, yeah. Safina has arrived. So, with the sentence, is that what the question was? To bring it back to
Yes, how long is
the serious conversation of the squirrel, the acorn, the stone.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for a sentence of 50 years. As effectively, they feel that is what. Grab your apple. I don't think they know. I think 50 just sounds good to them.
So
I negotiate them down from 200 because they feel that is and is using like air quotes as pause, light sentence.
Oh no.
Okay.
Does anyone have?
They said it was going to be about 50 years.
No. And you said a ruby's worth?
100 gold worth ruby.
Okay, well, we know we don't have money. Does anyone have a ruby on them? So it
No.
really looks like our only option is combat in this
I'm
scenario.
gonna head cast of come down here. Just like no.
Oh, okay.
They don't really know what time is.
That doesn't help the situation, though. I don't think we can explain time to them.
What do rock elementals want with coin though? What
Gems.
Culture. Gems are very precious. Also, they're pretty simple.
Okay,
Take a broken one.
Welcome, Safina. I want to clue him in with the shenanigans that's occurring right now.
We have a squirrel lawyer, and we are conferring with the court as to how to settle our predicament. So it's either 50 years in jail, rock jail, a ruby, or trial by combat.
Oh.
I'm thinking our only option is trial by combat.
no, there has to be another
Are we allowed to go
way.
get a ruby if we leave like?
No, we can't leave
No.
without.
I'll go to the squirrel. Is there any other option?
Like, other than ruby, anything else?
Can we do something for them? Like,
Is there anything immediate that we can do?
help them some way?
This squirrel just starts crawling up Gabe's pants, goes to his shirt and grabs it. You're not understanding what I'm saying. These are simple people. The second you leave, they think you're going to be fugitives. They don't have needs. Their needs go into hundreds of years. I'll be dead. I'm not. My law degree has come from jumping on trees, man.
Squirrel has a hard life.
Thank you. Well, Yorkie,
Just this squirrel's getting all friendly with Gabe. That's all you see is that he's just like the fear in his eyes that you'd expect from a rodent.
Think.
I have one that's just broken.
What is it?
No, it's not a ruby though.
Let's present it. Wait, can you? Okay, Gabe. Like, he has a gem. Can you repair it? It doesn't have to be magical. Can you just repair it to look like a gem?
You could repair the gem. What's the gemstone that you have?
Yeah, what is the gemstone that you have?
Safina.
No.
You're muted.
Sorry, what?
What is the gemstone that you have? Like, what is it?
I'm not exactly sure, but
It was
it's
like
white, like quartz.
Can you make it look red like a ruby? Is your ability to change the color. If they're not very smart, they might not know it's not a ruby.
I could, but that's tricking them.
I don't think you understand that. I think that's our only option.
I will say as a DM that deception is a viable thing. They are dumb.
Dumb as a rock.
Dumb as a rock, thank you.
Like, they're not that smart, and our other option is to fight them, which I don't want to fight any of them, or serve 50 years in jail.
You don't think that rock elementals would be able to differentiate between different kinds of gems, though?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, but
Combat.
I don't know if I feel like fighting these things today or any day.
Tomorrow better.
Or any day.
So I think our best option is to give them the rock, and then if that does not work, then we are kind of stuck with combat.
So the squirrel, who's like at this point on the collar of Gabe, just like literally back paws on his chest, front paws holding on like a marsupial, just come on, man! I want to get out of here alive! It's like they're look. These are simple folk. They don't even know what trial by combat means. You could probably trick them all ways. I highly advise. Against my, I don't know, berry code here. That's what I go through the berry exam, sure. That whatever you do, just trick them. They're big and they're difficult and they're dense.
Okay.
You could trick them in combat. You could probably trick them in your sentence. Just get smart, man.
Okay. I give Mr. Squirrel some food from a trail mix rations.
He is like, this is my fee. Squeak, squeak. He starts eating a nuts. Just.
I
What
have
color were the berries? Were they red?
They were orange.
I have 10 pieces of gold from Elohim. Maybe we can tell him, I don't know, it's worth more because it's from far away, or it's like extra special, I don't know. Or it could backfire and it could be bad because
this all could backfire. Hard.
Yeah.
I say we try Safina's gemstone first.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
What if do?
Well, consult. Your lawyer is eating like a walnut right now.
What if we do that right now?
So if we do give up the gem, then the compass won't work at all for helping find the lake.
So I thought you had okay. So when Gabe fixed your compass,
Didn't fix it.
well, when Gabe modified your compass, he used the stone that was broken.
Yeah.
I thought he used like something else.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he hot-wired a magical item to do something else.
Okay.
I say we do combat.
No.
We could teach them rock, paper, scissors.
There's a smart way to do this.
There is. I have
can-
one.
Okay, would you like to share with the group?
Is it rock, paper, scissors?
It's
It
a
is rock, paper, scissors.
What happens if we lose, though?
Then we play again. They don't know the rules.
Do they have fingers?
Can
Well,
you...
they will always be rock at that point.
Then we
They
know
will
what to
always
play.
be rock.
Gabe just looks at Cass like,
Is that your plan? Oh, okay.
I mean, do you guys have any, just something else you're carrying on your person that you could just say, like, this is really, really important, from my land, and, it's super expensive and, like, cool and powerful, and you have to, like, keep it secret, or it's, like, super lucky, or this is worth far more money than a ruby or something. Anything? A dagger? I don't know. Just trying to think.
Like I have an insignia of rank that's just like a star.
That would maybe work.
Like it's just like this little metal star thing. Like this is all I got.
Tell them it's an asteroid. It came from the sky.
Look at Laura's face. It's like, is that really true though?
It's like, what was that? Why is it stomach shaped?
That could work.
Abe, can you turn this red?
cast minor illusion to turn it red.
Turns red.
Oh god. Okay. So I'm gonna go. It's just like a little pin that's now red.
Okay.
That's a star.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
And I'll be. It is not a large ruby, but it has been crafted and handed down to me by my elders. And I will present the red star.
Roll deception.
Yep. That's
And guidance. And guidance. 1d4.
24. Okay. Oh, can anyone give me? God,
I have inspiration.
Ooh, can you give me inspiration so I can crit that?
Is deception? Wait, is deception a wisdom?
No, it's
Charisma.
charisma.
Fuck.
Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Yeah, if you want to give me your, I don't know if we can do inspiration to give me.
You can burn the inspiration.
Are you okay with
You
doing
do
that?
all the time.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so then yes, use inspiration to make it the crit of deception.
Yes, I can give it to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you present it. Present this red star.
Here you go.
And the rock and the acorn walk over to you. They extend. The rock extends its little rocky arms.
I give the little star to his hands.
Okay. He attempts to pin himself with it.
Oh god.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Then he just slaps the acorn with it, and now the acorn's wearing a red star. Wob, wob, wob.
This is what I play D&D for.
Wub, 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 wub. I mean, the rocks talk to each other. Wub, wub. Low down. Wub. And you notice that behind you, the rocks begin to part and disperse back to their original formation.
Okay. Yay! And Cass, not wanting to test her luck, well then quickly keeping a watch on the king because that's like the biggest threat, just like quickly back up through the opening, be like, thank you, just back up. Like everyone follow, just take this is good. Let's
a nice
go back
morning day. Birds are chirping. Squirrels eating a walnut.
I bow. Thank you for your time, and I follow Cass.
Same.
Hi, you're really cool. Thank you, Mr. Squirrel.
Gabe will walk with Yorkie.
Yeah, you walk with Yorkie. Away from this place, you still have your camp that's not too far away.
I'll go back to the camp, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I thought we broke camp.
Well,
we were working on.
you're working on it, and then you got distracted by that.
True.
I am, however, once I get back to camp, going to sit down on one of our sitting logs and just stare at the ground for a little bit. I'm just like, what just happened?
I'm so sorry. I didn't think that would cause something like this.
That was interesting.
So yeah.
I'm not positive, but I think we could have died.
We could have.
Okay, well, let's. I did want to get closer to nature. Glad the star thing worked. I was glad.
What was that, by the way?
It was just something that we used when we were in the caravans to say like who was the leader
Oh.
of stuff. That was so I would just wear it so that people would listen to me.
Oh. Well,
It
I'm
was
glad
made
you
out of-
had it on you.
Yeah, it's
Alara, make a straight intelligence check due to your background with military data.
Okay.
13. Mm-hmm. Although you are familiar with that what she says is true, there's no lie in it, but it's definitely some sort of rank. Same sort of notions like stripes that are against the emblem itself, designating a pecking order in a military. So in some way, shape, or form, Cass is military oriented.
Okay.
Is that very surprising?
Yeah.
No.
You went there like get your shit together.
But it at least sets you away from the bandits that Mig was calling you as.
Yeah, it does.
Down.
It's-
What are you writing, Gabe?
So like,
You know.
Gabe,
Hmm?
that's not gonna bite us in the ass later, is it?
Probably will.
Great. So now, whenever we make a camp, we have to make sure there's no rocks near us.
Well, we should make sure we're not in this area. rock elementals don't tend to move a lot.
Do they talk to each other?
Depends on the distance. Usually they're pretty sedentary. If it was air elementals, then we'd be in trouble. But luckily it's just earth. So we should be fine.
Okay. So about these berries.
Back to the original question.
It's like, okay.
I'm afraid to like even do anything to anything in this forest out of fear to be in trial by something. Are we gonna find ourselves in trial with berries after this?
The Great
I
Berry
don't
Union.
know. I don't think these are babies anymore, so that's positive.
Yeah, why don't you put them on the ground and leave them?
Because we're gonna run out of food eventually. We can't have this notion with every food that we attempt to forage. We don't know it, so let's just leave it on the ground. Hold on. And I'm going to look at the berries, kind of touch them, see if anything else sprouts legs. Like,
No, they are not animated in any way.
just like keep tapping. Okay. I'm going to leave these in my bag. But we need to figure out food. And at least get somewhat good at foraging. Somehow.
Hey, Cass, can I see them?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, hand over the berries.
I'm gonna hold it up to the sun, see if I can see anything inside of it.
Yes, you can see the center. It looks like a little seedling.
Tried that last time because I thought it was babies.
Yep.
And as Gabe just writes it in his notes.
There you go.
Okay. It's like, okay, I'll take them back.
Did you see the size on that thing? It's about, what, 30, 26? He was pretty big. Usually rock elementals come in bigger sizes.
You know, when you guys were in the circle and I was on the outside, Gabe, I asked if I could go over there, and the rock elemental made stairs for me, and I walked up them, and I said sorry for stepping on you, and you seemed to let me. But yeah, thought maybe you'd like to know that.
Well, I suppose it's feasible. I've never known rock elementals to be so movable. I haven't known them to be able to move their shape like that. I know they can move through earth pretty well, but shaping themselves outside of it is sort of like thinking water can make its own shapes out of water, or you put it in a container. Kind of like that, more or less. But that is interesting, though.
I feel like I now have to be very skeptical against rocks. I'm definitely forming some sort of bias against them. I don't know if they're going to always put me on trial, but it feels like they're now always going to put me on trial.
Yeah.
The rocks of the world are judging you. Literally.
Literally.
Does anyone have proficiency in perception?
I think don't Gabe.
I do.
Oh, it was Safina and Alara. That's it.
All right. One of you or Alara can roll perception, as it is the thing is going to be from Alara's person. So Alara plus or Alara as prime. Who would like to roll perception? Alara, Safina. Well, I'm gonna say Gabe is interested in book times. So which one of you?
I think Safina can roll with advantage if you give him advantage.
Correct.
Right?
And she'll be assisting regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. You can go ahead and roll.
Okie
He's wearing a fancy hat.
He is wearing a fancy hat. I love it so much. I want one.
Is that Michael's?
All right. with 23, Alar, where did you put the crystal, the orb that Mig gave you?
It would be like in my little pouch pocket
Okay.
thing.
Safina, you notice that light is strobing out of her pouch.
Oh, you got a raid going on in your pouch.
Alar,
Doop, doop, doop.
is that supposed to happen?
Oots, 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 oots. Do-do-do-do-do.
Brain power.
You take it out, there's just a face of Meg. Are you ready?
But yeah, no, I can't get it out of my brain now. I pull it out and I look at it.
Okay. You notice that your orb, which is mostly clear, like a scrying orb almost, is pulsing a faint white light. As you hold it and look it up to your face, it speaks to you telepathically, so you're just staring at it. You have one new memory. Would you like to review and save?
Yes.
Deleting memory.
No.
Beep.
What? Do something. Do something.
That would see is like it's not just like flashing very, very brightly. Beep. Beep.
No, you should say no.
Beep.
No, don't delete it. Use your words, Alara.
Well, you don't hear it.
Yeah, you see it strobing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Boop.
I want to see what it does.
Oh, you said it's deleting. Like yes, confirmed. Deleted memory. Boom. Now it's an empty piece of glass.
Wait, what? Wait. I'm so confused.
And then you said yes.
Yes, it's like yes, like deleting memory. Yes, okay. Boom.
Oh, I thought it meant like from me, it would go into the thing.
Oh, roll wisdom.
I misunderstood, but it's okay.
Laura.
No, roll wisdom so that you can. Oh yeah, 17. You realize you're saying yes to deleting it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like let you retcon the.
No.
It stops blinking very lightly, so everyone's seeing Alara and like this stone, this like flashing light.
I need a prop.
You need an orb prop.
One new memory. Confirm. Save or delete.
Save.
And you see yourself by about 10 feet away, and the scene that you just had with the stone court. Everything you just did over there with the stone court. It starts playing it back as though you were being scried upon.
What? In the orb?
Yes. It plays to the very end until like Cass is just edging away. And then confirm save. Beep. Beep.
Yes.
Memory saved. Boom.
Do I remember it?
Yes, you remember it.
Okay.
You still have memory of this. You didn't get sucked
Okay.
out of your brain.
Okay.
Do you start trying to remember it? To just see
yeah.
if it's there? It starts playing again. Like as you start trying to remember details, it starts to play. And everyone can see this.
Makes
Fancy
sense.
good.
I guess this is working.
What is it?
It's what Mig gave me. This is why we got the discount. Is he wanted me to record these places, like some places, because he's never been before. And this, I know this isn't one of the things he asked me to record. But I was just curious to see what it actually did, and it seems like it records memories of places that he can watch. So now I guess he has the entire event of us in this stone trial in the form of this thing. Orb.
Well, I mean, I guess if he's having a bad day, that wouldn't be the worst thing to watch.
Yeah.
Like,
So, I didn't ask him this though, but will he only be able to see this when I give this to him, or does he have like another one back there?
You didn't
possible.
ask, but it appears as though it was only the one.
Okay. Because that'd be pretty cool if he had like if there was like a Lara TV.
ETV. Oh, I wonder what's happening today. Let me turn on the good stone.
So this is rather interesting. Yeah. In case you guys forget things, I guess.
like remember all.
There you go. Yeah, you gotta remember all.
Except a more.
Also, maybe we should avoid committing more crimes while being recorded.
Well, it asked me if I want to put the memory on the orb. So I guess I don't. If it was something bad, I probably wouldn't.
No, as long as we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Did it record the trial, or did it record like everything?
It went everything. As far back as like the acorns, the trial.
It'll be fine.
I mean, what is he gonna do with that knowledge?
Probably laugh at us when we get back.
Fair. I think we'll be fine. Maybe not kill people on there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to leave where these rocks are.
Yeah, let's get moving.
I know. It's like there are too many rocks in our vicinity.
You feel like you're being watched by rocks. They don't have their eyes open yet, but you just wait.
God, she's gonna feel so weird about rocks from now on. Just every time, like, what are you doing, Rock?
Wrong that I thought they were kind of cute.
I thought they were cute until they were trying to sentence us to jail.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Kind of wonder what that looks like.
Rocks.
Being buried alive.
Oh, that's a great option. I just say from now on, we're to be really nice to rocks. I'm not going to sit on any.
No.
It's best just let them. And I'm going to.
Oh, sorry.
I know, it's fine. What were you going to say?
I was gonna ask how is your hearing, Safina?
Fine. It's been fine for a while, but thank you.
Okay.
The thing yelled at your ear last night.
Yeah, no, I remember.
When you woke up, yeah, he woke up. It was.
But I was fine when I woke up.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Why were they gonna do it again?
No, I don't
I'm
know.
trying to avoid those from.
Crap, not again. Crap.
Well, let's.
Crap.
What?
What?
Crap?
No, I mean, it's fine.
What?
I don't know. Let's leave the rock area.
So which way is northwest? East. Northeast. We're going northeast.
Well, we had a path that we were following.
Right.
So northeast is typically that direction.
Oh, no.
You guys did take precautions that I recall that when the night was out, you were making marks based off of the sky. So you know
Right,
where you
yeah.
are, your cardinal direction. Right.
You did do that. You marked where we were going because we also walked away. Like you had figured out what direction we were going as we were wandering to try to find the elementals.
Yeah. So I just imagine that when you had figured out, you put where true north was in the ground somewhere, so you know how to orient yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So you break camp. start returning on your adventure deeper into the forest. This is a day in, effectively.
Yep.
Okay.
Avoiding rocks.
Avoiding rocks.
Just like,
But not to an absurd extent.
no, just
We
like
need to add more time.
like we can walk by rocks, just like not gonna step on any.
I want to keep my eyes open for the owl.
Eyes open for owl. Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for things you do as you travel.
Oh, could I do that for looking for any like other camps that maybe Solsera was in?
Absolutely. For that, go ahead and roll either survival or perception, whichever one you'd like.
Bad that I really want to go forage for more berries. Just
Is Alara helping with this?
Depends on what she's doing while you travel.
I mean, if you said it out loud, that's what you would.
I mean, I feel like everybody knows that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I've mentioned it many times.
I feel like it's kind of up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the 22. All right, 21, 22. What's Cass doing? Well, everyone's looking for just enjoying the sights as you go through this dark and highly magical forest where acorns and rocks judge you for your transactions through their lands.
So like
Exactly.
I want Cass to be foraging, but at the same time, after what just happened, she's just being hypersensitive for either rocks coming at them or dangers.
Okay.
Being really protective and making sure that the rocks aren't moving.
Okay. So staying at alert as you travel.
Yep. That's
Okay.
pretty much. She wants to try to get more berries, but she's very concerned about the rocks.
That's fair. All right. So at this point, you traveled for 3 days. So if you've consumed the rations for last session, fantastic. If not, now's the time for it, and 2 more days worth. As you get to about here with the following discoveries. Safina, yes, you are absolutely seeing minor cases of camp. Taking the moment to stop at these campsites, you notice that the ash that exists on the fire is not particularly old, perhaps less than a month out. In some cases, you feel how much of the wood has been burned and how much animals could have gnawed or moved this away, possibly as much as 2 weeks. So you are quickly approaching the trail, and you notice the time is going faster and faster. Whatever trail that you're currently on, you're not too far off from where they are going. You're not a ranger, not huge at tracking, so you don't seem to notice any real feet tracks. Mostly when people are breaking camp or or hunting.
Obvious stuff.
Yeah, the more obvious stuff, correct. Gabriel, yes, you absolutely do. Typically, in the middle of the night, notice a white owl watching you. However, it doesn't seem to stay put and does not follow the laws of physics, such as making noise when it flaps its wings, or even if you blink like a weeping angel, it is gone. It is, however, creepily watching you and your journey.
I got my eyes on you.
Now, do you tell Alara that the owl is following us?
Yeah, what does everyone do with that information as you manage to progress, running into minor encounters with wildlife, which will not be random things such as an encounter with, it appears to be a displacer beast, large panther-like creatures with 6 legs and 2 tentacles growing out of its shoulders that was tracking you for some time, that you were able to appear to fend off the scent. Things such as bears, hawks the size of horses, spiders. You do not get the benefit of a long rest during your journey between now and then, but I don't think you guys have used any resources that matters.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Alara, tugging her robe.
Yes.
That owl's still following us.
The owl? The white one. Is it doing anything?
No, it's just watching me.
Okay. I guess that's a what?
I'm just like,
I guess that's a good thing. Means we might be on the right path.
We are on the right path. We're getting so much closer. Well, Sarah, anyway.
we're on the right path. We're on my path. It's the right path.
What do you plan? I mean, what do you plan on saying when you find her? Oh, he's talking.
Well, I mean, I'll be most interested to figure out as to what's going on out here. She's been acting very secretive, apparently, so I'm just hoping everything's all right, and I'll just go from there. It's all situationally dependent.
Sure. When was the last time that you saw her? How long ago?
Like 6 years, I think.
It sounds about right. Years.
That long.
Mm-hmm.
And she has no idea you're looking for her.
I don't believe so, no.
Typically travel out here?
The work usually sticks to cities, but I'm sure if there's a task in the woods that needs doing, although I'm not sure what. Is Sarah like the Grandmaster, or is she just a master?
No, she's like a grandmaster. Like people look up to her for leadership and direction.
Yeah.
Like she's like Kung Fu Panda. She's like the turtle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it must be something big if not only she's coming all the way out here, but she's also bringing support.
What kind of threats do you guys concerns your tribe typically?
We usually just try and do like good things. We usually stick to the city, help people with whatever issues they're kind of having, as long as it's like a good noble cause. But they might have been hired, I guess, or some kind of event. I'm not really sure why they would go out into the woods. And all the missions that I've gone on, I haven't been out in the woods before.
I only ask just because good and noble means something different to everybody. So what does that mean to your tribe?
Right. Well, I mean, she saved me from slave traders, if that helps.
Okay. So typically manners of a political sense. Classes trying to help.
I mean, we help people, and it doesn't matter if they're rich or poor, if that's what you mean.
Kind of. But like
we help the people that the city guard and other people don't care about.
okay. Have you guys had to do anything against like a cult of Gigarat?
Have we? I don't know.
Since it's been 6 years, roll intelligence. You have a lot of leeway with improv, given you can just say it's something that you don't recall over the 6 years since you weren't there.
I don't know.
So you really can do no ill. It could just be misconception, right? You can easily explain that one away.
Well, before I left on the Royal Corsair, I hadn't heard of that before. They might have. This seems to be something that I completely missed. I mean, I ran into them briefly, but that wasn't on this plane. So that's
This plane?
yeah.
What other plane were they in?
Hell.
Were they dying in hell?
They were then.
You were in hell?
Yeah.
Laura's face! I feel like this is a fact that we should discuss a week into the woods.
How did you get in Hell.
In there or out of?
And
Either
both,
of-
really. I'm curious now.
To be honest, it is a bit of a story, and I'm not really quite in the right mental state to fully share that story yet. But suffice to say, someone was going to hell, and I took their place instead.
Oh. Was that by choice or by force?
Choice.
Okay.
Wow.
That's very noble.
Yeah.
And you said the cult of Gigareth was in pain in hell, correct?
With my assistance, yes.
Thank you for that.
That was literally my pleasure.
Good. Yay. God, this Gigareth is tortured in hell. Everything is
Do you have a history with them?
Hmm?
Do you have a history with them?
They're the reason that the love of my life is dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
They
then
just-
you'd be very pleased in their condition that I left them in.
Thank you. I am. I'm just hoping to get rid of them on this plane.
Well, you have my assistance if we run into any.
Thank you. I was just trying to figure out if the Order of the Sun handled them before, if that was something that
This all seemed to be I'll admit, I was in and out of ports, and the gossip usually wasn't based around cults. We were all just trying to forget the fact that we were on boats for such a long time. So trying to get our vices, but that never came up before. But like I said, it's been a while. Maybe that's something Sarah took an interest in, but like I said, it's been a while. I'm sure I've missed out on a lot. But I went to the monastery in Seoul, and no one mentioned them. They're mostly talking about, I believe, the state of Nexus, because I passed through, and I didn't see any of them there to help out, which I found very peculiar.
Yeah, Nexus was taken over by the cult of Gigareth, and Ty had fought them there, but it definitely left Nexus in a less than favorable state.
Right. So maybe whatever Solsera are doing out in the woods is more important than the recovery of Nexus. I don't know what that is, but
it'd be pretty bad then.
They might even be out here. I don't know if that's even her reason for being out here. Your guess is as good as mine. The people at the monastery were also very vague, but people tend to be that way with me.
I will try to not be vague with you. And we move forward.
As you walk through the canopy of trees, with nothing but dry leaves at your feet, and the motes of light that appear to be going you in a northeasternly direction. Alara, you happen to notice patterns in some of the wildlife, mostly things like fireflies and will-o-wisps that almost appear calling you like a sequence of music, until you reach a point a few days in, and they do not go northeast at all. You notice things such as tree branches and berries pointing further east, and the fireflies being very dark in that direction as opposed to in an easternly direction. Gabriel, you feel the wind coming from the east when it should be coming from the west. It is not something that a natural occurrence would do. The earth itself seems more defiled, almost artificial, clay-like, the further east that you go. A lot of interesting symbols that you have to be rather attuned to noticing to the east. And as the few of you are picking up on these signals, Safina, you swear at the light of dawn, your next breaking of camp, that you catch someone in the Order's clothes disappearing through the trees east. Almost as if they are trying to pull you from your path.
Can I roll like anything, like an insight check on that?
You can roll insight, yes. $16. With a 16, you feel that it could be either one of two things. Either something is trying to diverge you from your mission, break you from what you were trying to do, or you're very familiar with auguries and divination, or divine you to someplace where you need to go. Unfortunately, with those two options, it does not truly help you as to what is the way you need to go. Like a Yoda statement, it's not really clear what it is you're supposed to do.
It's a perfect insight. Like, it either is really helping or really hurting.
But you are really aware of it regardless.
Guys, I see them, and then I'm gonna run. I mean, not far, maybe like 50 paces towards the person that I thought I saw.
Okay.
Safina, wait!
Watch out for rocks! Watch out. This is fine.
Bad feeling about this place.
I do too.
I'm gonna mark where we were, just
Okay.
in case.
Oh, that's okay.
Just in case we need to like get back there. So I mean, kind of like a stick man.
Okay.
Oh, I like it.
It's like it just helps. In case.
I'll yell first, so Sarah.
Okay. So you start running, or rather, Safina starts running the tree line. Cass takes a moment to mark their location so they don't get lost. What is Alara and Gabe doing?
I'm gonna follow him.
I'm gonna pick up.
Good.
I'm just
I'm gonna,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up some of the defiled dirt, and like take like a sample, put it in my bag, and then I'm gonna follow Safina.
Okay. So half of you then break as people of action. Half of you stay as creatures of caution. So creatures of caution, that's going to be Gabriel and Cass, and people of action is going to be Alara and Safina. So
I am a person of action, but this I am concerned.
Safina, Alara, you make through the woods. Obviously, with Safina making much more haste as a light-footed monk going through the tree line, snapping branches, breaking foliage, jumping over logs, doing a little kick off of a tree to hardcore parkour. Alara, adorably, is like, I'm trying to follow.
I'm like picking sticks out of my hair. Why is he so fast?
You finally see or catch up with an actual creature, and Alara, you can see finally what Safina is chasing. Someone who's standing at about 5'6" with short silver hair, masculine. It's definitely not Solsera because she's a woman. But in the robes of the Order, the bright yellows and oranges that would line their very simple and otherwise dirty, humble clothes. Go ahead and make a perception check, Josefina, because it's specific to your order. 11. You notice that there is a belt, but it's too hard to tell in what rank that this bunk is. And it is standing over a higher hill where there's about a 30-foot drop giving to survey the area towards the east. And that's where you see them stop crouching a little bit to survey the area, not responding to your calls.
And I don't recognize the person?
Not from the back, no.
Shit. So the incline, is it like a cliff or is it just a hill?
It's basically a cliff. It's a 30-foot drop. Like there's no slope to slide down. It's gonna be sharp. If you went forward,
Like
you
fall
weren't
back.
going to tumble down a hill. You were going to fall 30 feet down.
Right. No, he doesn't have the ability to do the running up walls yet. That's a couple more levels.
Just a little slow fall.
Does it look like something he can maybe acrobatics up, or would that be athletics?
You could if you fell. Currently, that monk is standing on the top of the cliff looking to the east. So he's not at the bottom of a hill, and neither are you. You're both the top.
Yeah, you're both at the top, right? Yes, you
Yeah.
can see him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's looking out onto the...
Pulling Assassin's Creed, surveying the area.
And you're up there with him.
Yeah, I'll try and reach to the person before they get there. And I would be yelling, but you said he or she isn't responding.
Correct. And you start hearing a sort of like high-pitched note in the back of your head.
That's concerning.
And you feel your blood pumping as though there is danger. And you remember that from the trauma of being in Avernus. Like you're going through like that sound. It just
Oh, sorry.
it's just mounting. Like that person is in danger as the adrenaline of your trauma starts really kicking in. Alara, like that both you and that person is in danger. It's less than a logical response as opposed to an emotional response to your stress. Alara, you also see this person, and you see Safina like
Stop
that
being-
sound. You see
Sorry, I'm
Safina
trying
like
to-
going, whereas he thinks like I'm approaching. He's like full on running. This person like they're in danger.
I mean, I'm just out of concern, like, follow behind,
Stop it.
what is that?
I'm trying to get it to shut up.
Real trauma! Good roleplay.
Okay, Savita, who is that person?
Okay. I think I got it.
Alright, so Alara, it's like, give me an idea of like how, is she just like cautiously walking? Is she like trying to keep pace with the monk? Because he's running like a chase scene.
I'd be like sprinting until, like, I guess we both see that person,
Uh-huh.
and I see him still running, but I start to slow down and like keep a little bit of distance to see what is going on.
Mhm.
I want to be there, but like not. I just want to be
I'm
there.
there for
if-
you on the sidelines.
I'm
I'm here for you, but from 50 feet away.
Yeah.
I got
You
back.
got this, man. You got this.
Okay. So as you slow, Cass, Gabe, you take your soil samples / make your notes to not get lost. And at this point, you realize you can hear them running through the woods, but you've lost visual.
Great. Well, I remember what direction he ran,
Okay.
so I'm running in that direction.
Great. Roll survival.
Yep.
Gabe, what are you doing?
Well,
Not strong.
What? I'm just gonna be looking at Cass. Like, okay, what do I do now? I can't see them.
I mean, she ran at that point.
Following Cass.
Cool.
I'm telling Yorkie to keep to.
We're
You
gonna
know-
get lost in the woods.
Okay. Two parties. Lost in the woods. You notice that the clouds are slightly drizzling down now. A nice, warm aurora rain. Literally, it's raining. So, Safina,
Yes.
you reach the person as the stress in your head reaches an all-time high. You can't seem to stop yourself from at least grabbing them.
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics check, not to just like go off the cliff with this person. 23. You absolutely do. So you grab this person in their robes, and you put a foot before you realize what you're reacting to adrenaline and stress, as opposed to something more sane. Getting your footing as the two of you lean forward over this cliff, balancing. And the person looks at you like they have no idea who you are. And you look at them and you have no idea who they are. They kind of push you back. What is your problem?
Sorry, I just was worried. Are you here with Solsera? Where are you? Where are you camped?
So this person who is in robes is a very young human. Who I'm gonna give a name before you ask. And
I'm gonna take notes on this name.
he pushes back on you and gets some space. Who?
Solsera, the Grand Master.
And so you catch bits of the conversation from your distance, Alara. Like the two are having a conversation. Roll insight, Safina. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was scouting and I lost track of her to do scouting, but she was down at the what's that thing called? It's like a factory. It's a big ruinous building. About a half days, and it's like looks the sun, get some rain in his face. Northeastish, and where he's pointing, despite sounding sketch, when he starts pointing, he just veers his hand and is making sure you're looking at him. You do see that there is a rather large stone structure covered in the green vines that provides a rather natural camouflage.
With the insight, does this seem legit?
With the insight, it seems legit. Yes.
So why were you up here then? Are you trying to find your way back?
Trying to make sure that there aren't other threats out here, like a complete stranger that might be going after the master. Who are you?
Yeah, like, as you grappled him.
Well, I have the robes on.
I know, but I don't know who you are.
Like, you don't know who he is. So
It was
you
a secret
grappled
mission.
him.
We told nobody, he says with his brave eyes at you.
My name is Safina. I've been gone for a little while, but I was looking for Solsera. I went to the monastery back in Seoul, but they said she came out here, and I was in Verde, and people made it seem like she was trying to come out here, and she wouldn't say as to why. Like, what's going on? I've been looking for her for quite a while.
Well, he kind of gives you I don't have the authority to divulge that sort of information. What I can say is that she is over there and looking for things in that building that seem to be extremely important to her.
To her specifically?
To her specifically.
Hmm.
It seemed personal.
When were you headed back? When were you done scouting?
Well, not for a few more days.
So she'll be in the building for a while.
I would hope. If there's
Right.
something wrong, I can expect a signal.
What's the signal?
Light in the sky.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm not going so far that I can't look up.
And I'm sorry, I never got your name.
Frederick.
It's a nice name.
Is everything okay here?
Meanwhile, Alara comes up.
Like slowly walking up closer.
So, Alara, roll insight.
Yeah, if you felt like that danger thing, there's something going on. But what do I know? I'm lost in the woods.
7. Let's see. Can I make this interesting? The 7, he seems stunned by your natural beauty. Safina, roll insight. So two people, completely different reads. Obviously, dude is just like on sight smitten. No, Safina, what you got is that on sight. Oh, this is bad. Like more like afraid of Alara.
Okay. Like no. Fine, she's with me.
Oh, that's.
She's been traveling.
That's. Looks at you. I like don't know what to say. That's. I gotta go.
What's wrong?
Gotta go. He starts walking, just walking away. Just keeping an eye. It's like occasionally the thing at Alara and just walking.
I think you scared him.
What? What did I do?
No, but I wouldn't worry about it. He gave me the information that I was looking for. So Sarah's over there, and he'll point at the building.
And I look. Do I see the?
You
building?
do. You see the same. So you're on this nice cliff, and it's a little past dawn. You've got the rain beating down, going off these trees, making nice little pitter patters, making the footing less than even. So although Safina has great grace, maybe not stay so close to that edge. Across the horizon, you can see making out these stone buildings and pillars of a ruin that's been so overrun by nature that their natural like limestone and deep faded browns from the sun become green and overgrown and vine. And this building it's amazing that if you weren't staring at it, you couldn't see it because it's flipping huge. Like taller than the trees, huge.
Oh. We should go check that out. That looks really cool, actually.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I was gonna go anyway, so I'm glad you're coming.
No, I would love to go. So he said she's there?
Yeah, he said that she would be there for a couple more days.
Oh, that's good.
And if anything went wrong, the signal that they had was a big bolt of light into the air. I guess you could say a little like stress beacon.
Speaking of people in need of beacons,
Cass
and Gabe,
Cass would have some words for you guys when she finds you.
Right. Between the water that's coming down from the sky and the uneven footing, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, great. That's going to go well. Dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Gabriel, make a Constitution saving throw. Cool. All right. You're trudging through, not seeing them, not hearing them. You fall, Cass, upon like trying to get your way on a slick leaves on a rock, and you just use face plant full of mud right in front of Gabe. You've seen no one else. However, it gives you a fantastic vantage to seeing a small creature slithering around Gabe's ankles.
Oh no. So I'm going to how much is it around his ankle?
It's just doing a cat-like breeze against it, making a nice little hello there, friend motion. It's large.
So not like coiling.
No, but it appears to be making its way to do such.
Okay. Does it look dangerous? It looks like a snake, right?
Make a nature check.
Oh god. Yeah. Cass gonna have a lot of angry words for you guys. A lot of angry words.
It absolutely looks like a poisonous snake of some sort.
Okay, so I'll take my sword out and I'll try to Actually, no. If it's small, I will try to step on it to stop it from moving.
So your first reaction at this is you're going to draw your weapon?
No, I changed it to I was going to step on it.
All right, so you go to draw your weapon, and then you change your mind, decide that stepping on it is better. Gabe.
Yeah, to not kill it, but to stop it.
Cass is scrambling to get up, drawing her sword, and then going to stomp on you. How would you react to such an action?
Oh god. No, I don't want to do it. No. Mage armor.
Mage armor. Okay.
I mean, that's good. They'll protect you against if the snake bites you.
And you mage armor, and it absolutely does. So when you react in such a way and everyone's acting so violently, this thing, like you hear it, and it sinks into Gabe's calf, of which you take no damage. That's your con save. And you notice that you have a snake that's trying to wrap around your legs as you stomp. Go ahead and make a roll to attack, Cass. Try to stomp the parts that you can stomp on.
Yeah, she's just trying to stop it from moving. So not its head, but its body.
Yeah, it's
just
body.
wants to figure out what it is. Yeah.
Right.
What do I roll for that? This is new.
Just a standard attack, like with your sword.
Okay.
All right, so you only mean to stop it.
Oh god, I'm just murder.
But you, with a resounding crack, you just step on its body and
oh no,
kill it.
I didn't mean to do. I was I didn't.
Yeah, well, you're a heavily armed, vicious creature, and it's just left hanging, pseudo coiled, a single coil around Gabe's ankle.
So, I think I saved you. Just lots of. Can I look at it closer now that it's been stopped to see if I?
You can.
I'd be I'll kind of hold it up. I think at that point, be do you know what this is?
You hold up a dead snake in front of Gabe, the little bunny. Also, Yorkie as a rat, it's
Are you okay? I saw that it went to bite you. I need you to use your words.
Sure.
Gabe looks at the snake and starts to prep Ray of Frost.
Oh god.
It's dead. It's dead.
Bit.
It's dead. This, I thoroughly dead. I wiggled around.
Gabe, make a perception. Yep, okay. You're on attack.
Noodle.
Please don't Ray of Frost me.
You successfully Ray of Frost its face. So yeah, you do. You shoot, towards Cass holding it, and it's now frozen snake face, just right a good few inches down from the head region.
We need to have a serious talk about everyone's survival abilities. It's dead.
Gabe, I just waddle forward and hug Cass's leg. Get me out of here.
So Cass, at that point, she'll be all right. So she'll put the dead snake on the ground. She'll pick up Gabe, all right, let's keep moving. And kind of put him over her shoulder, be let's go.
So Gabe, as you're traumatized, which should be the theme of this session, you happen to notice a large cat, medium-sized cat, like a lynx-sized cat, full black fur, goes out to where you left the snake, and takes the snake in its mouth and just drags it away to eat it. And as you wave at it, it looks up with two blue eyes, and it waves back as though it can understand you. Waves a paw.
Oh, that's
we
cool.
just see Note, the High Lord of Cats.
Yes, there was a big cat that took away the snake. It waved back at me. We should keep moving, though. Why are you looking strapped? Go, 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 go!
I feel like I was just the cat. Wave.
Cass!
Okay, let's go.
3 days ago, you were at court in the stone court, so why not?
Yeah, it's I just don't. It's I know I wanted to get back to nature. I am rethinking that choice. I just like keep going. Like, no, did Gabe ever mention that he felt the change of the wind?
No,
To
like I
anyone?
don't think anyone really articulated their
Nope.
Their-
No one
their-
articulated everything.
their
We just had a
instincts.
Safina run.
Safina ran. I was like, crap. Like, what do I do?
Yeah. No one articulated anything. So,
I did yell.
what did you yell?
Tell Sarah,
Yeah.
I think.
That's
Well,
not helpful.
I found them.
Oh, I found them.
Cass,
That's not helpful.
Cass.
What else am I looking for?
But we're looking for a lake.
Okay, well, pronouns don't match.
Okay.
Cass,
Cass just gonna keep moving.
Seems good. It seems defiled, corrupted, and the wind is coming from the east, and it should be coming from the west. I took some dirt to see if I could, I don't know, just see what happened, but it's not a good time, right? Is it a good time? I don't think it's a good time.
Can you tell where Safina and Alara ran?
Yorkie might. She probably smelled them.
I mean, wouldn't we be like heading back? I guess me and Sophia.
We also ran into the forest in a direction that we thought you were going, but we don't know survival very well. So you might be going back to an area. But I don't know that because you guys just ran.
Cass.
We're gonna have a serious conversation about this when we all regroup.
Can I make a survival check with Yorkie's help to try and find where they are?
Not on her shoulder.
Okay.
Cass, you're gonna put
You
me
can
down.
ask for me to put you down.
Yeah.
You
You guys, if you guys are yelling like the cast thing, you are within earshot if you are yelling.
I would be saying, I would be calling out.
You hear
Like,
distance over the rain, in a Lara voice.
We're here.
Oh, they are so in trouble.
Don't be mad, Cassandra.
Like, this is not how you do things.
we found good things. Good news.
I'm gonna
Okay,
blast.
so I'm gonna follow the sound. Do I find them if I do that? Do I need to roll something else that I will fail in?
roll to find sound.
Yeah, roll to find sound.
Alara and Cass both make Constitution saving throws.
Oh.
Good. Okay.
I'm not rolling great today, except the
You're not.
one crit that killed the snake.
Fortunately, it's not a crazy roll. So you guys yell, and as ridiculous as it is, without like making yourself hoarse in the process, you find each other. The four of you reunited on a cliff, hours after dawn, overlooking this ruinous location, which is absolutely not Starset Lake, but appears to have significance to Safina.
What were you guys doing?
Well, he took off, and I didn't want him to be by himself.
Oh, I'm waiting for Safina to be back for this conversation. And Catherine's like, I will wait.
I'm back.
Walks back. He's looking off in the distance, he's like standing on the edge, hair billowing in the wind. This belt is going hero pose.
So- Cass is going on seeing both of them, be like, who trained you? I'm assuming you've been in groups, right?
You talking to me?
Yes, both of you. You and Alara. That you off in a random direction. Like, you've been in a group before, right? People?
Yes.
No.
Have you been in these woods before?
I want to answer this.
And you've been in these woods before, right? You know how dangerous they are.
I have not been in these woods before.
I have not either, actually.
You saw what we fought, right?
So you hear
Yes.
a voice in the back. What'd you fight? Just adding the conversation. Everyone hears it. It's an actual voice. It's not DM commentary.
I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn and see what it was.
The black cat appears to be following you.
Oh. Cass, can you put me down?
I'll put Gabe down.
Thank you.
Cass, can you pick me up?
Okay.
Get about 10 feet away from the cat.
The cat like has this snake wrapped around him like a proud kill. By the way, it's like a scarf at this point, just dragging behind him.
It was the snake you have in your mouth there, Mrs. Miss.
I am
Cat.
a man. I am a
I'm
male
sorry.
cat.
Sorry.
I am royalty, and I expect you to kneel to royalty. And he lets forth a ferocious roar.
Gabe will get on his knees. And it's just like,
Okay.
what is your official title, sir?
I am the Lord High Lord in training. Note.
Oh, hello, Lord High Lord in training.
Does Lord High Lord work? I don't know why I said in training.
Oh,
New job jitters.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a long name, but you can just, I'm Gabe, real.
Gabe real. You certainly look real, Gabe.
At this point, Cass is looking at the cat, being like, you're talking rocks. Got a talking cat. Okay.
She's saying this out loud?
No, she just
Internalizing?
Yep, and then she kneels down to like, Lord, High Lord, why were you following us?
I was following my kill, which you interrupted, and I accept your tribute. It is not quite the same as killing it myself, but it is still delicious.
I'm sorry.
And he just want a snake.
Look, Lord, High Lord, are you a elemental or some other classification of magical being?
Is Lord High Lord a classification?
It is, but there are specifics such as you could be an elemental and be primordial. You could be aquan, terran. Or you could be, well, there's a lot of variations. You could be steam, mud, magma, fire. It's a lot of variations, Lord High Lord.
I think he's a cat.
I am a cat.
Oh, okay. Usually, cats don't usually talk, which is why I asked.
I am a royal cat.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Lots of important people worship me and respect me and do what I say sometimes.
Don't laugh.
So they do I say sometimes.
I like elbow her. Like.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Because I have about 20, but I don't want to take up everyone's time.
Sir, High Lord,
Lord.
High Lord.
Lord. Oh God, let me. He just puts a paw to his face. Mates, Lord, High Lord, in training.
In training.
Well, you seem like you are doing a good job. So I'll just call you Lord High Lord.
Yes.
Without the extra bit. I like that.
I
like that.
See? Look at this. You could be my acolyte. Would you like to be a Lord High Lord acolyte? You even are dressed to nice vestments. I can wait. He just bites off like he just like starts gnawing at the neck and like presents like does the cat thing where you give a mouse to him, like presents a present of the head of the snake. This could very well be the symbol of my faith. Wear with pride.
with all due respect, no, thank you.
He looks at you with big blue cat eyes, like.
Oh, but you're really cute. But I'm curious if you roam these areas, what you could tell us about that big building over there.
I do.
The ruins.
He goes up to the edge with the morning light hitting. He stands with the air billowing against me. All that the light touches.
Cue Lion King music.
All the light touches is my domain. And out of nowhere in the forest. You think it's just the breeze, though. You're pretty sure it's just the breeze.
So what's the building over here?
It's like so.
Yeah.
Wait, what? He turns around, look at Safina.
Lord, High Lord, I have a friend over in that building, and I was just wondering what that building used to be, or if you know anything about it.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm still in training. That thing's been around for forever.
Solid.
When did you become the Lord High Lord?
He takes his paw out and he puts his paw down. Then he it pretends like he's doing math.
Good.
Carry the claw. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was much bigger. And then he perks out his body as much as he can. Hair gets fluffier.
What do you do as a Lord High Lord? What are your responsibilities?
He looks seriously. I am still trying to figure that out. Telling people what to do, that's what lords do, right? And then I am a Lord High Lord, so I tell people what to do. Sometimes.
So all cats answer to you? Does that mean like displacer beasts? Those are the only really cats I've seen out here.
Oh, yes. There's an entire tribe of them with feet and hands. I mean, you've met Hip already in the tavern, so you know what a tabaxi looks like.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were talking about like displacer. I'm like, I have good service.
Yes. And displacer beasts, yes.
Are they your acolytes?
They should be.
Okay. What? I see that you were hunting. What were you doing in this area other than hunting?
What are you all doing in this area? This is my domain.
That's true. We are looking for Oh God, I wrote down and my brain just Starset Lake.
Starset Lake. Oh! He holds his breath. I'm looking for that place too!
Really?
Well, why?
'Cause it's awesome.
I'm going to make sure that we have the note friend. We are keeping the note friend.
Like the last High Lord was looking for it, so he asked me to also look for it. He says it is amazing. I have never personally been, but I know it's, and he points a paw northeast, over there somewhere.
Everything is northeast.
I was actually looking for it right now. And his tail's does a little flick of a cat when it's excited and wants to play.
Yeah. Well, we have to go. Well, we're on our way there. You guys haven't told me anything about the point. Would you like to join us, or
well,
you can follow us?
We found the guy that I followed is a member of my order, and Solsera's in that building that I just asked him about.
Yeah.
But that's an old building. It's old.
Yes, it is.
Could you take us to the building first, perhaps? Could you show us the way?
All right.
Since you're the lord of the.
Is this a request as one of my acolytes?
No.
I could be your acolyte. It's like,
So it's like Cat being fickle is like, but I want her to be an acolyte. I mean, I only have one snakehead, and I've offered it to her. I'll find another snakehead for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll just give her this snake head.
You are insulting the Lord High Lord.
I'm sorry, Majesty.
I don't think you want my help. He just turns around, bunch of cat butt.
God, why is he so cute?
Because he's a cat. That's why he's so cute.
I think we'd appreciate it a lot if you could show us a safe passage to those ruins, and then maybe we could talk about the lake afterwards.
Silence. Everyone just hears rain for a while.
I will give you a head pat.
A tummy rub.
Fair.
Presents
But after.
You dare negotiate with a He settles near Gabe, just sits near Gabe. You understand me, right? You're closer to the ground like me, and you have a snack. He looks at Yorkie.
Oh no.
Yes, preserve it. Absolutely.
Oh god.
You guys are so strange. Says the talking black cat in the forest.
Lord, High Lord, this is my best friend.
I thought I was your best friend.
Lord, High Lord, I just saw you.
And we're best friends. I command you to be my best friend!
Oh my god.
God, no one listens to me. It's such a hard job.
Not want to be her best friend. It's great.
So
I've been rejected from an acolyte. I'm not a best friend anymore. I didn't even kill this damn snake. He just lays down.
So Gabe is just going to stay where he is and start doing some tests on the dirt. Like when he tries to use mending and try to like reverse the defilement, kind of.
Okay.
So ignoring Lord High Lord.
Them having a temper tantrum on by himself.
He was having his nap. He did.
He's not having a nap. He's just sad. He's like literally it's raining on him. He's a sad black cat in the rain.
Oh well, in that case, I'll put my blanket around him.
Okay.
I will get low to the ground and say, Lord High Lord, we are very vulnerable. There are no shortage of things that want to attack us. Therefore, no shortage of things for you to hunt. It's like we're your own trap as we're traveling. So think of all the things that you could hunt as we go to both that area and go to the lake. I think to get to the lake, we have to do something. I'm not sure if you can do that by yourself, but we would appreciate your help.
So Note like puts a paw right on like the Celestian symbol, the big old C. You can go to the lake. I can't go to the lake. Well, maybe not. Can we make this into a cape?
Mm-mm.
Man, you guys don't. I demand tribute. Pays me, respect me.
I take out the glass bomb and I have it turned upside down. I just sit it in front of him.
What are you doing in front of him?
The
Are you
glass bomb that
going
I had
to
with the cork?
explode
The
in
bomb?
front of him? Why are you putting a bomb in front of the cat?
I put the cork in it, and I had it.
You hand the bomb to the cat. He's having a bad day. You
Hand
gonna
a
blow him
bomb
up?
to a cat?
No, he
Okay.
demanded tribute.
Demanded tribute, so you gave him that. Okay, you do it. See, it's entirely possible that you give tribute, and he puts a paw out with claw,
Lord, no.
and it explodes. Everyone roll reflex saving throw.
Why would you give him a bomb? What is with our survival? It
I thought I needed water in it for it to explode.
Well, I mean,
no. He wanted a cape, not an explosion.
I thought it wouldn't explode. I had the cork in it and everything.
it was, yeah, but you're interacting with Lord
But it's a
High
cat.
Lord and a
Damn
nail
it.
and a magical flipping cat.
What are we rolling?
Dexterity saving throw.
Can I use deflect missiles?
I'd say just out of badassery, yes, you can. Plus, Athena has been very patiently observing the situation.
Not very patiently. He was about to say something very rash.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Gabe, you take 4 points of piercing damage. Alara, you take none. Cass, you take 2. Safina, you take none. As you catch out glass shards. And the cat itself appears to get hit by this and disappears. Like you killed the cat. Like he's just... It's just now nothing in the blanket.
I'm sorry.
At this point, Cass is very angry at the group.
What? I didn't do anything.
You ran off with Safina and didn't communicate anything.
It was for a good reason. I was just making sure he was okay. Cause listen, at least I didn't just kill.
Dematerialize a cat.
Did you?
Feed
Oh.
the face.
Gabe, why did you blow up the cat? Why did you
Some music from that 207. Why did you blow up the cat?
What was your logic behind giving him a bomb?
Tribute.
He wanted a cape. You gave him a bomb.
He's beyond healing, I assume.
Young does not explain a bomb. If he's that young, you don't deserve to have a bomb on you, so that this doesn't happen in the future.
Okay.
Did you give your friends bombs?
I don't have any friends.
Ouch.
Oh, right.
She's holding back, saying something like, "Maybe this is why you don't have friends." She's fighting that urge, like, okay.
All right, well, let's not lose sight of...
Tina,
Yeah.
why did you run without telling anyone where you're going?
I did. Well,
What
I mean,
did you say?
yeah. I said I found them, and despite
Okay. How does that tell me where you're going? That tells me that you found them. Where?
you didn't see me running,
I can't know because we were on a path and you were leaving that path. And I was trying to make sure that we wouldn't get lost.
mm-hmm.
We need to understand that we're a group in a place where Gabe almost got poisoned by a snake because we were left alone. And if we're going to be a group, we have to move as a group. So if you see someone or you found them, you can say, I found them. They're over here. Wait for everyone to join and go.
Can you keep up with me? I don't think you can. I mean, in the future, I'll definitely be more communicative. However, we all knew this was my goal of coming out here.
Did you need to run at that moment to him?
Mm-hmm.
Were they like you in threat of him being gone?
Yes.
Was there danger?
Danger of him leaving and then falling off a cliff.
Okay. So
I mean, I'll apologize for the miscommunication. I won't apologize for going, though.
I understand that you are here for a certain reason, but you've made it very clear that you don't care about the rest of the group.
How so?
You abandoned us for your own need.
I don't think that's entirely what happened.
So you're summing all that up from the stuff we've done that I've helped contribute to, and now, because I've done one thing, I despise you all and I don't care whether or not you die?
No, that is not what I'm saying.
That's how you're conveying yourself.
I am just
I'm admitting
saying.
to my fault. I admit that that was a very brash thing to do. And I am working on that stuff. I feel like I care about Gabe a lot. I feel like there's a lot of information that you don't know about. Maybe in some way I've disrespected you, and I apologize. But I feel like that was a very, very rash thing for you to say.
I just ask that in the future, please don't run in a completely different direction without at least making sure that people are following you and more than just one person.
Sure.
Because we found you guys by yelling at each other to find each other, which could have also brought predators, and we could have died.
Well, I feel like
we are lucky that we did not.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Do you have anything you'd like to apologize for? You can say no if you feel that way.
I know that I probably will regret the things that I've said, but right now I'm very upset.
All right. You are entitled to your emotions, and I'm not going to invalidate them.
Okay. Can we all agree to not give bombs to people that we don't know? Or things that we do not know?
Yes.
Okay.
Did the scout troop lose 5 points?
What time of day is it now?
A couple hours past dawn, tops.
Okay. So you think that Solsera is in the northeast direction?
The factory is
more east. Just east.
Yeah, more east. Yes, the scout that I was able to catch up to, Frederick, he said that they're in that building and they would be there for a couple days.
Okay. Do we know how long it will take to travel there?
You could probably get there by dusk.
Yeah, not even a day's worth.
Okay. Then let's go there.
Okay. Gabriel? You okay?
Gabe has said nothing. He doesn't look at any of you. He's curled up in a ball, clutching his blanket, just rocking.
Hey, it's okay. Accidents happen.
Yeah, Safina will go over and be like, we just had a little disagreement, that's all. We're going to start heading out. Do you want to piggyback ride?
I think he's wearing a ball because he exploded a cat.
Oh,
I think that's more of the...
I was trying really hard to... is your blanket okay from it?
The blanket has like a few scratches on it from the glass. Besides that, it just some sewing. Looks okay. But he doesn't say that. He's just still staring at the ground, rocking.
I'll pick him up and I'll put him on my shoulders.
Doom.
It's all right, little buddy. Let's go.
No, he literally doesn't hang on. He just falls.
Ah.
Can I try to catch him? I'm gonna try to catch him.
Yeah, you try to catch him. Roll athletics.
Oh god. Oh god. -1.
Unfortunately, Gabe is gonna fall off you. Thump.
Safina, help me.
Yeah, I'll pick him up and kind of hold him, like, I guess, kind of like a baby if he wants to stay in a ball. I don't know. I'm not gonna put him in a bag or something.
Just Gabe in a bag.
I mean, if it holds you, would it be a bag of holding?
+2.
God.
You could absolutely hold Gabe. He's small. You can put him in a bag.
No, I'm not gonna hold him.
You can hold him like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe just turns away, just presses his forehead against Safina's chest, just wherever she's holding him.
That's so cute. If you weren't so traumatized, it'd be adorable.
Oh.
All right, so I guess we head in that direction.
Before we go, I'm going to I have very poor survival skills, but see if I can see anything of no tag anywhere. near
Sure.
them.
Roll perception and pray.
Yep.
Maybe
I
he
don't know.
would move super slowly.
Nope, that cat is
Nope.
gone.
Yep. And I'll just.
Did not leave a body. Did not even leave a wisp of anything. No blood. Just that cat is gone.
Yeah, like I don't think it's dead, but we've lost our chance of an ally. So, just like, okay.
Maybe it'll come back. Never mind.
Like Cass just look at Lara, like,
I'm not sure if we'd wanted to at this point. I think he might be rather pissed at us.
I think it would have. I think we should move forward. She's trying to hold herself from saying something harsh. Like, I think we should keep moving east.
Okay. Do. You go around the cliff. Do. You're going down the cliff. Do. And that is a tree. Do. Doesn't look alive to me. Do. There is a rock. We're gonna stop there.
So is this what we're going to? This like ruin thing here?
Yeah, you're effectively diverging in this general direction.
Okay.
So you get closer to dusk as you make your way down, slowing down with the descent and the idea that it is currently raining, which makes it very difficult to hear predators from all the pattering against the trees, smell predators as it is going to take the scent out of the air and slows you down because of your footing so you don't... Cass is still covered in mud from her last face plant, by the way. You finally get dusk, or what you perceive as, because of all the clouds currently. And... Alara, roll perception.
Okay.
Okay. You come across, as you are walking, odd formations of sticks that are in the ground that look like a person would have had to drive it like almost a 2x4 of just natural wood, like a log, into the ground. You happen to notice that's just odd, but you see another one, and then finally you see a rock that seems like it was moved there. It's out of place from what you'd expect a rock to be in. You'd expect moss to be on it, something. It's been moved there. You're starting to see more and more patterns of this. By the fifth, you see a pattern where it did not exist as part of your feat. Roll religion.
Okay.
Tying that together, they appear to be grave markers.
Do they look?
Is it a traditional thing for the monastery to bury people?
It is.
So would that be okay?
There is lots of tradition, and with the Order of the Sun, the most common is cremation. When cremation doesn't make sense, they do bury them, or at the wishes of what that person's will and testament is.
And these look new, you said?
The stone does.
Okay. Well, I'll relay this information to the rest of the party. Is there any, like, items on the... It's just stone, rock,
Mm-hmm.
or
So,
rock.
like a large, like almost like a thicker than your arm, branch in the ground, but it couldn't have fallen off the tree that way. Someone had to drive it into the ground. Same thing with the rock. It's quite polished off to the side, with empty space where you could have a grave. And where you're at is not an open graveyard by any means. There's no perimeter for it. There is just, as you're walking over the course of the next 5 minutes, you're seeing more and more of these.
I think these are graves. Which is kind of concerning. Can I go look at the rock? Is there anything on the rock?
Yeah, you can absolutely go to the rock. When you do that, Safina, you've got good orb sense. Go ahead and roll perception. You notice that once again the pouch with the memory orb in it is doing its disco ball thing. At about the time Alara goes down to inspect the rock.
Hey, Alara, your ball's glowing again.
Good.
I think you might want to check it.
I take it out and I take my ball out.
Just take it out of the pouch. All right. So you hold your ball. You can. It is absolutely glowing, and you hear in your mind telepathically, one new memory. Do you wish to delete or save?
Delete. Definitely delete.
Deleting. Boop. 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 And it goes away. Memory deleted.
Do I remember it in my head?
You do.
Okay.
I like that you're like, lose my memories.
Yeah, everything's fine.
All right.
It's interesting. I wonder, how does it know to like, when does a memory start and stop to this thing?
Probably goes by the significance. If it seems like a significant memory, something either traumatizing or important, it will start recording.
But why would it? It's just weird that it would stop. It would start glowing now, right as we reach these like graves or something. It could have asked me, "Hey, do you want to save what happened earlier? You know, when we were back in the woods, just
Well, did
walking
you-
along."
What was the memory?
I looked at Gabriel. You know, like the cat going boom thing.
Oh,
And
so you watched the memory and that's what it saved?
no, I didn't save that one.
It could be the magic. Like it saved when the elemental were there. They're a form of magic.
Yeah.
The cat was magical. Did you see how far back it started recording? Did it like start recording when you came across the Order of the Sun guy? Or did it just start when Lord High Lord Note showed up?
Did I want what I've known?
Nope,
No.
not without at least viewing it first.
Saving. So I have to save it to even know.
You have to view it, and it's going to ask you to save it afterwards. Like, after you saved the last one, it said, are you sure you want to save this? Or do you want to leave it?
Is it kind of like voicemail on a phone? Like you can go back and delete it later if you want?
You haven't checked that. But it's not like voicemail saying you have one new message. Do you give a shit? Delete. Now that you've listened to it, do you want to get rid of it? So think of it a lot like voicemail. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Voicemail rock. Great.
I mean, I'll figure it out. I didn't think it was that important, so I didn't save it to the orb. I don't think Meg would care to see that.
Okay. In the future, I know this is something for Mig, but in the future it might be good to save the memories because we then may be able to catch up on something that we missed.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I don't know, like, how much this can hold, though.
Well, if it gets to the point where it's full, do you know if you can delete things later on?
I have no idea. He didn't tell me.
Okay. Well, it's a new thing that we're trying to figure out. Maybe we'll see if we can do that, because that may be a good device to help us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe Sarah knows of the device.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll just keep going. I don't know, be on the lookout, because this doesn't look very welcoming. And I point to the grave thing.
Is it just like stones? Is the grave markers, are they like of symbols? Like something that...
They're just wood, right? Or
Yeah,
no,
they're just
were...
like markers. They're nothing with huge symbolic religious significance other than...
It's a stick.
Stick! Man, person died here, and here's his body. Stick. Like an unmarked. Well, it's a marked grave. It's about as low marked as you can get.
Jeez, this is bringing back flashbacks of Noti becoming a British man. Don't pull up.
What?
Don't. It's a previous season.
Oh.
I'll explain that later. I'll explain that one later.
Suddenly, Gabriel becomes British. Miss Moneypenny goes into Alara.
Oh my! Finally! I've been waiting forever to be able to use this voice on the stream. Hello, Twitch.
Good. Yorkie gets the British voice instead.
Yes.
Rain continues to fall. Tip, 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 tap, 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 tap.
So
That's what
we've got
Trinko
rain.
sounds like.
We've got a whole bunch of graves. Are they all kind of going to like a certain point? Are they all just like really scattered?
They're very scattered, so they're not centralized at all. As you're going in this general direction, Alara was just able to pick them out. It's something no one else really noticed, other than, this is a bit strange. Like, there's wood. This entire forest is strange. So it's not the oddest thing, stray timber. But she picked it out. And it's not to, like, here, 4x4 area. We're going to put 2 here and 2 there. It's almost like when people are discarding things. or not making it along a trail.
Is it directly outside the building, or is it like?
It's not too far away from the building. Like, you've got dusk, so you're losing the light that you have. You won't have light if you try to make the building now.
Yeah. Well, I also can just put light on my shield.
Yeah.
So if it gets too dark, I'll cast light.
So is your intent to continue to go to the building while traveling in the rain at night amongst at least 5 marked graves, potentially more?
I mean, if she's in the building, we'd be safer in the building if we make it. But if everyone would rather rest here amongst the dead.
There's no good options. Good.
Yeah, like I feel like the shelter would be nice if we know that is Solstera. Again, we're relying on Trevor's insight that you don't know that said that she was here.
Frederick said she was.
Oh,
here.
Frederick? Okay, not Trevor. Gotcha. Trevor's the other guy.
Yeah, Trevor was someone else. No, he said she was in here, and I had no reason to think he was lying.
Well, if you think that he was telling the truth, then that would be a safe option.
Like I said, I didn't have a reason to think otherwise. Do you guys see something that I don't, or if you're having hesitations about going in?
Do I notice anything outside of the building? Anything that, like, other than the graves? Obviously the graves, but or the sticks. Like, tactically, does it look like a dumb decision?
Okay, so that's a good question. Does this seem like a tactically stupid decision to bury people in this fashion? Make an intelligence or history check.
Let's see.
Because I know you 3 aren't bound by my task, so if you wanted to continue on, I'm not going to stop you.
14.
I'm keeping consistently 14.
That's right.
That's how you're like consistent middle of the road.
Tactically speaking, it is not as advised to spread out bodies like this unless you're trying to avoid predators or to draw them away from locations like traps.
So there's most likely traps around here?
Or predators.
Or predators. Okay. Then looking at this, we definitely should get in some sort of shelter, because if we stay out here, there's a high chance we will get attacked.
All right.
But also be aware of traps. Safina, can you move ahead and look for traps for us as we move forward to make sure that we don't get hurt?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this is all on me, so happy to.
Okay. So then if we have Safina moving ahead and checking for traps as we're...
I'm gonna reach out though and then just like my hand on his shoulder, and I'm gonna cast guidance on him as he goes.
Okay. So
Go to the building.
what is everyone else doing besides Safina is going ahead of the party to scout?
I'll have my weapon ready and moving forward just in case, since I have the impression that predators could be nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of be ready.
Okay.
Weapon and my shield. My shield has, I guess, if it's dark enough, which I feel like it probably might be.
Yeah, it's getting pretty dark. You're looking at a series of dim light, and that's getting lost very quickly.
Then I'll put light on my shield. As I have so got my shield and my sword. And I'm walking through.
Yeah, I kind of want to be scanning. I kind of want to keep an eye like behind us, if we're gonna keep walking through,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure our behind is safe.
All right. Well, to protect your behind, go ahead and roll. Guess what Alara's doing. What is Gabe doing?
Still traumatized in Safina's arms.
Wait, so you're going with
In
scouting
Sophia's
with Safina? Because I mean that's where he's okay, cool. Scouting party. Safina, you're aware of that, right? You're carrying Gabe still as you scout
Yes.
forward. Okay. Alara, road perception.
Okay.
Safina, you go 30 feet out from the party. No traps, no predators, nothing that you haven't seen the past 4 hours to 6 hours. Lots of
Okay.
wilderness. 60 feet out, same. At this point, you're just able to see Cass in the light back there.
Yeah.
How far are you going?
Because I wouldn't want to lose them again.
Cass appreciates that.
Well, he wants to be true to his word, and it was quite a fuck up. So
We did get a notate briefly out of it. It's good for the memories.
Well, not anymore because I deleted them.
For the player memories.
How far out would Safina and Gabe scout?
oh, what did you said?
Like 60 feet?
That's where I am. Now I'm checking, because now you're starting to lose sight of her light spell.
Well, Cass, she can see me in the dark, right? Or is your light disturbed? Can you not see me anymore?
I have dark vision, but I have the light to help.
Right. So at about 60 feet is when you guys are going to stop seeing figures moving in the darkness or in low light.
Right.
Yeah, no, I would keep that distance then. I wouldn't go farther out than that.
Okay.
I don't want her to not be able to see me.
Alara, with 14, you're watching your rear there, and even though the rain is coming down with like very strong patters against this canopy of trees here, you make out a different sound that sounds a lot more like a growl. That is not the same as water hitting trees or rocks or earth. It sounds sticky and guttural.
I'm like walking backwards and then like bump into the back of Cassandra and I go, I'm hearing something that does not sound very nice. So you should be very careful.
Okay, it's from behind us?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Like a growl.
Get behind me, and we're going to move towards Safina, okay? Just go a little bit quicker, all right?
Okay.
And I'll put her behind me, and I'll be facing back with my shield. And I'll be kind of like hurrying backwards to be like, I'm here in case they come after us, but like you're protected.
Safina, roll perception.
We're like, shit. Oh no.
With guidance, so.
You do have guidance, so you have to roll the D4.
It's still in that one.
It's still in that one. That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, I'll help you out there. Then the nat one result.
Oh, it's probably too late.
What?
The constellation thing?
Yeah. No, that's not too late. It's never too late. Everything favors the players. So that is a wisdom-based activity. You are providing guidance, so 15. Now roll guidance. Now it will matter.
You said it's 1d4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so your total result is a 16.
It's better than a 6.
That's true.
You're going out ahead and you catch the glint of the light, this pale magical light that Cass is using to emanate softly from her position, giving some color to the dusk-strewn area where your low light starts kicking away, and it glints off of something amber, a large amber gem, and then another one.
Amber.
Those eyes. Those are eyes, aren't they?
Do they look like eyes? Do they look like gems?
As you stare at them, they appear to blink.
No shit.
Yep. That's bad.
It appears to be in front of you, a short distance away.
Oh, good. So we're backing up into it.
Alright,
Right.
you're wrapped up in your quilt? What is? Because I'm gonna try and do something, but I need to know what you're doing.
Like, do I throw a Gabe? Are you?
Gabe's wrapped up in his blanket.
Okay, because I saw they did this in Morocco with the children. They would wrap them up and then kind of tie it so they're kind of like that. So
Yeah.
he would be safely secure. He would just be on my back.
Aw, that's
So I would do that.
adorable.
Cute. Ah.
And I would turn back to see, if I turned around, would Cassandra just be like not bolting backwards, but she
You would see. Well, Alara's running towards you, but like Cass is keeping. So you'd see Alara first. It's more of like Cass put Alara behind her.
How far from the building are we?
You are. If you ran, you could probably get there in 30 minutes.
30
Oof.
minutes.
Yeah, you're pretty far away in the rain.
Yeah, we're gonna get attacked before that happens. Unfortunately.
Like if you guys continue at a pace that's not running, you'll be traveling to it in the dark.
I'm going to light a torch.
In the rain?
Not well. Never mind.
Just making sure you know it's raining. Yeah, it's
Okay. Shit.
So are we
Yes.
running towards it or away from it? Like
It was right in front of me.
Alara.
so you
uh-huh.
here. I'll go to a new map to help you.
Yeah, like that's what I'm just trying to
to.
figure out. Like, are we screwing ourselves over by doing this? Do we need to be told?
So, yep. So 2 of you, I'll put you all the way back here. 2 of you will put you
Oh.
all the way over here.
Where are we?
Here, I'll do this. Yep,
Oh no, I found it. Yeah.
got it. So, Casalara, the thing you hear
Mm-hmm.
is over there, way
Great.
in the distance.
Okay.
Safina, let me move you like as edge as I can. Your thing with the eyes is way past in this direction.
Far though, or not?
I mean, as far as approximately the distance of 30 to 60 feet is.
Right. Alright, sorry, who was up in narration?
Yeah, who would like to pick up their narrative shenanigans? We've got, the guys and the girls. So the girls,
That is-
literally, it's how you guys are split.
So we don't know. I mean, I don't know about the thing behind me. I just know that there's a sound ahead of me.
Yeah.
Correct.
You have a sound behind you. In front of you is Safina by about 60 feet.
Oh well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm running backwards. So that was my question.
So,
So I was
if you're,
prepared in case something attacked from behind.
so if you're jogging backwards in the darkness in the rain, I need a dexterity check.
Okay, that's fair. It's not the smartest choice, but it.
It's what you feel is the most offensive. If something attacks you from behind, you're facing it. I see.
Yep.
I understand your lot. Okay, but you fall.
Yep.
It's sound logic against in other conditions
It's
such
just
as
like-
sight, familiar terrain, and good footing.
She's like, I am not winning against mud today. I'm just gonna kind of like pick myself back
So-
up.
I help her up.
Yeah. So as the 2 of you do that, that will kick off narration. So as you are helping Cassandra up from the mud, you see whatever this thing is prowls into sight. So we're gonna start off with initiative.
Yeah.
Oh!
The first initiative-based combat of the season for this group.
Oh shit! I didn't put
Come
my
on, man.
Makes sense.
You are in a security blanket. In a papoose, if you will.
You said you got 9, Cassandra. Alara, I can do a click and add. 1 second.
I'll remember it next time.
Okay. You had a 14? Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-ba-do-boop. We drag this thing onto existence. Do-do-do. Make sure that it properly generates. Where are you at, bruh? I just dragged you on. Hey.
Do you even exist, bro?
Wow, it's ripped.
Laser beast. It's got its plan, which also means it's they're rough to fight. Okay.
Yep.
We fought one before.
Let's
we
see
know
if
how rough.
my macro properly works. It does things. I'm pretty sure it has a plus. Please hold. Do 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 do. Just place your beast. I know you have dexterity. That 12 can't possibly be right. So this is what you see as I do the back end crap. That these two coal burning eyes emerge from the dark greens and browns in the darkness of this forest as it pads, snapping one of those gravestones beneath its paw, just moving it aside, one of its 6 powerful legs, large as a horse, moving towards you.
And we, in our travels, we did have to face off against one of these, right?
You absolutely did.
So,
in your travel,
well,
you're familiar with these things. They are cunning predators and difficult to fight. They are much more likely to attack you, and if things aren't working, run away and just continue to hunt you. It's entirely possible it's the same one's been hunting you for days.
Do we know if they travel in packs or if it would most likely just be this one?
You've encountered them. You have fought against them. You know that based off of your previous encounters moving up that they have a blurring effect to them, so they are difficult to hit.
Okay.
And they do not need to be next to you to attack with their large, gnashing tentacles, correct?
Slappers.
So, descending, which means the first person to react to this as it's prowling forward is Alara.
I'm gonna see this thing and out of sheer panic, put my hand out and it's going to shoot out this like bright blue flame-like effect, and it's gonna be Sacred Flame in the face.
Sacred Flame in the face. Roll your damage. I'll roll the save. Boom, 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 boom. It's Dex, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you can go
it's
ahead
Dex.
and you can
Shit.
go ahead and describe your effect. It would not affect the beast.
Shit. It's fast. Okay.
Like describe the effect. So the flames will rip out and then
Yeah. So I see it as flame looking, but there's like it's like this bright, really pretty blue white like flame that comes out. And it's I guess like the closest thing representation would be like, never mind, you guys won't know what it is.
Oh no, but now I want to know.
Like, if you guys seen Sasuke from Naruto, he has like that what's it called? I can't think of the name of it, but he has like that flame spell. I picture it like that, but it's like blue color. Obviously it's gonna hit off of him and just disperse into the air with like no effect. Just like the thing just stares at me.
Where you think it goes through a blurring beast, the side of the beast, illuminating the area around you in a flash before it is bearing down upon you. Not amused. Very hungry.
Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
So it's not quite next to you. It's 10 feet back. So let's see if I can't move it so it looks a little like that. As when it charges forward, it grabs the ground, stopping and using the momentum for those two large tentacles to come slamming down on both of you. Cass, at this point, you unfortunately are still prone.
Oh, I didn't get up. Okay.
No, not yet. I would roll, but roll 20s being a poo, so I'll just do this. So this is for Cass. That's a natural 1, so that means Cass is fine. Oh wait, this, and it doesn't really matter that there's advantage. So it's like poo for days.
Am I able? I know I'm prone. So I imagine I can't protect Alara right now.
No, you can.
Okay.
Like, I just see it as like you're on the ground. She's helping you up, so you absolutely could like.
Yeah. So I
shield
would.
in.
She would put her shield in front of her to try to stop the.
Now, and the attack against Alara is not at an advantage. She's actually actively trying to like help herself. So I see her like going down, trying to help Cass out, and she's like, "Ah, fuck! Sacred flame."
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So that gives disadvantage.
Good thing too. So 1 just comes slamming down to the side, kicking up more mud in Cassandra's face, and it gives you just enough time to come over to protect Alara as it hits like a spiked mace right into your shield, and you feel the power of this thing, strong as an ogre. Troy's like more powerful swing felt weaker than this. You're bearing down something very powerful. But
Oof.
it comes off with no damage to either of you other than the terror of being hunted by a 6-legged panther. Which,
Yep.
Cass, you are now up.
Okay. I am going to cast Channel Divinity Sacred Weapon
Okay.
on my sword. I don't know why it's not doing anything when I... Does it need to do that? Okay, that's why.
A little slow, yeah.
Yeah. And then just hold a defensive stance to help Alara get away.
Okay, it is a standard action, so go ahead and describe your action as you imbue your sword with radiant light and magic.
So I get up. I've got my shield that's already bright light that it is. And I just touch the sword, and you just see this light shine straight across it that's actually brighter than the light that I have on my shield. And put myself into a very defensive kind of like, come at me, bro, stance. Oh, at me, bro. As I prepare for whatever it's going to do. Like, all right.
Safina, although it is not represented on the battle mat currently, you are aware of another creature in front of you that has not yet attacked, and aware of the creature behind you with ladies are getting mauled.
And don't want to make sudden movements. There, we said 60 feet back.
Yeah.
Approximately. Here, you can do a measurement, really.
So if I,
this is about right.
okay, Safina isn't gonna want to break eye contact with this animal, so he's gonna try and stand in an intimidating fashion, and back away towards the girls.
Okay.
Because he knows if he just tucks tail and run, that thing's going to come right after. But he wants to go back and help the other part of the group.
Okay. Go ahead and roll intimidation, and you can do your standard movement. So that would be, I think, 40.
Oh, okay.
However, your intimidation is your thing. Yep. So you keep a aggressive posture as you do not run back, but just start retreating backwards.
Yeah,
up to 40 feet.
I assume from his time on the sea, he came across some magical creatures and might know to not do that.
Yes, you would likely get attacked from behind, so that is a very wise choice of action. So you do not bridge the gap completely, but you're welcome to move 40. That would take up your standard. That would take up your move.
And just prepare for, like, Shoot, what was it? The patient defense feature,
Got it.
and then I'm all done.
Gabe, you're currently carried.
So hearing the growls and noticing Spina stepping back and seeing the beast attacking Alara and Cass, Gabe will poke his hands up, do some symbols, then blow to his hands and cast Ray of Frost at the displacer beast attacking Cass and Alara.
While being like held by Safina? Are you gonna stay remained in the pouch, so to speak?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Are we close now?
It's called his safe space.
Okay. You will miss. Go ahead and describe shooting the ray towards this thing, but it will not connect.
So as he blows out and the air coalesces into a frozen shard of blue energy, it streaks forward and goes in between the tentacles of the displacer beast right over its head.
Okay. Doesn't even register. The beast doesn't even register it. And that will put us at the top of the round, and a new combatant enters. Doo-doo boop ba-doo boop. Roll. Ironically, with the same as the last one. Why not?
They like solidarity, because I'm assuming it's another displacer beast, because...
Oh, yeah. So, Alara, you're now with double glowing paladin. We wouldn't... Glowing once isn't enough. Sword and shield must glow.
You need more glowing.
Okay. I don't see the other
Nope.
beasts, though.
You did see the ray of frost come from behind you.
Are they... And I can't see them, or no?
You can see Safina if you were to look over your shoulder.
Yeah, they're about 20 feet now, because he can move 40.
Right. So Safina's... I'll move him. But yeah, he was moving forward. 40.
Okay. I'm gonna step back a little bit, kind of in between all of us. And I'm going to hold my pendant, and I'm going to say, please be with us. And I'm going to cast Bless on the three of them.
Okay.
So their attack rolls to hit, they'll get a D4. And also saving throws, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Very, very positive ability. So you are affected by Bless, which means this will do different things for a few people. Cass, you are filled with this certain awe of just the vastness of what's possible in the world. Like, you remember being like a child and looking at a starry sky, and it fills you with a sense of peace that is guiding your sword. In fact, track this if you do hit. You have the effect called Polaris.
Okay.
And
Do I know what that means, or I just know that is what happens if I hit?
just to remind me what that is if you do connect with that ability. Safina,
Yes.
you are also affected by Bless, but you don't get anything fun. Sorry. You feel more at peace. I'd say that you're not. The tension of battle normally would trigger you. It is not, however. And Gabe, yours is also very mental in nature. Whereas you have been traumatized today, you feel more at peace. Like, you realize you need to get your shit together, son. Whereas Cass appears to have her shit together, maybe too much together.
Too much shit together.
And is working with her channel divinity. Okay.
I have the most together.
Cass. This thing bears forward.
Yep. Oh, I'm going to get hit so many times.
Come together right now.
Zero doubt about that.
Displacer beast.
This is the roll I gave myself.
I couldn't tell you why Roll20 is being so slow today, though. So, we'll just do D20s. And with a... What's your armor class?
18.
Okay. And it's +6, so that'll miss with 17. And now I can actually roll with the other one. And the other one will hit.
Just hits.
Yep.
So 7?
Correct. So it absolutely rolls up, seeing the light that you have, bearing down with a claw that you deflect with your shield, and one of the tentacles comes and wraps around like a flail, smacking you in the back for 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Now I'll just keep this thing up because it doesn't want to... Well, it doesn't want to do its thing. The other one, you now hear the crashing of smaller trees as a second beast enters, charging in, barreling in, but that's its entire action to dash in. Cass, you're up.
Okay. I did not appreciate that at all. So I am going to attack him with my longsword.
Okay.
Which I need to add lots of stuff. I'm still getting... If I can do longsword, I have spells. Not much. I can only prepare many of them. Yeah. Because there's smite. I have not used smite before.
With smite, you do it when you hit. You can do it after you see what you've rolled to hit, and it rolls 2d8 extra damage. It is affected by crit effects.
Gotcha.
You're currently rolling at disadvantage, however, which means you're looking at that 8 plus.
But I also... Yeah, I have to plus 3. So hold on. Because I have my... that's what my thing does. It has my charisma modifier.
To the hit or to damage?
To the hit. To hit.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, like that's what it says. I thought it would have been damage, but it says to...
Yep. To the attack rolls. You're absolutely right. And it's considered magical. So you are rolling +3 plus 1d4. So that means it's at least 11 plus 1d4. And that will hit.
Okay. So then I'll do that. I don't think I get fancy extra stuff. Everyone always has like bonus action to all this stuff. I don't think I have that.
Welcome to Paladin life. You don't.
I don't. I don't think I've ever had that fancy thing. So that'll be my move. It's just hit it.
All right. So you do a total of, it looks like 9. Do you do any extra damage with that divinity? Just a hit.
I think it just does to hit.
Yep, just a hit. So you do 9 points of damage to this. Is there anything I need to be reminded of?
Oh, Polaris.
All right. Cool. So
whatever that means.
When you strike this thing, which go ahead and pose you do, you'll cut through the blurring and barely connect with it, which not only is going to show everyone where it is, for a brief moment, fairy fire was going to wash over it. So your strike, and it's more like starlight that's washing over it for a moment.
I'm just all about light right now.
It's very sparkly for a moment. Like it reverbs like the way you'd expect sound to go over the surface of water. Except for instead of the vibration of surface tension, it's like this faint twinkle of light that goes across like like fiber bundles, fiber optics across its fur.
I will say that this makes me feel, for some reason, that Cass is slightly racist because she's like, "You're too dark. Become light."
Very racist. But go ahead and pose your strike, and you literally light it up.
So, like, just say what it looks like.
Yeah, because pretty epic, glowing sword strike with the Polaris effect.
Yeah. So so she's standing there. She's got her sword up, and she's like, no, like with the tentacles all around her, and she strikes down, and as the sword hits, you can see almost like the light from the sword is actually affecting the displacer beast itself. And you see almost like a little bit of an explosion of light just go all around, as really just Cass's existence right now is mainly light. Just how much light could be around here.
And there is a bar for a physical representation of how injured these things appear to be.
Okay.
Which will make Safina You are up next.
Okay. Is you said the cat was barreling in, but it hasn't
Right.
reached yet?
So it was thoroughly deterred and still is. Like, it is not pouncing, but it's closing the distance. Roll. You've had tight quarter fighting before. So has Cass, but she's kind of like trying not to die. Roll insight.
Yeah, that's my goal mainly right now is don't die.
You get a D4 because you are still blessed with insight, but Jesus, there's your freaking 17. Roll a D4 because you're. Nope, just kidding. That's guidance.
It's for saves, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I take it back.
Alright.
You can't. They're both concentration spells. So you roll a 17. You realize that you are being herded. So these creatures are very intelligent predators. Like, they have effectively put you in a pincer.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know if there's usually more than two.
Correct.
Well,
that would be more of a nature thing.
or
You know
was
that the tactic is more they have lured you into a pincer. Now, whether or not there's going to be more than two, you're not sure. You need a minimum of two.
Saw them before, we weren't sure exactly how many.
Right. When you were attacked and just traveling, you were only ever attacked by one.
One, yeah.
And you were always able to. You never killed it. You were able to fend it off every time.
And it hadn't reached me yet, correct? I assume it would have attacked.
Right. It's
About
effectively
like 10 feet away?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet away. So it's hurt. It's like hurting you. It's now within range to engage if it wants to.
Yeah, because we know that their tentacles can hit you.
Yeah.
Seeing how they're already engaged with Cass, I feel like we've gone past that point. Okay, well, with the intimidation thing in mind, I'm gonna move forward and do my normal 2 attacks and then flurry of blows.
Okay.
Let's do the 2 normal ones first.
Yep.
One at a time.
So the first one, don't worry about it because there's a nat 1. The second one, roll your bless.
Yeah, because you're at disadvantage until you hit them.
Yep. So the first strike of pleasure and pain would miss entirely. The second one would strike, allowing you to know where physical contact with this beast is.
Okay.
So the future ones are not at disadvantage.
Okay. So my flurry of blows, because they're cats, I'm not gonna make them do a dex save. I'm going to do where they have to pass a strength saving throw or be pushed back 15 feet.
Okay.
They also seem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the mix of like, well.
But I'm trying, man.
I know.
Nope. What's your DC? They're probably gonna fail with 12.
My key save is 13.
Yep, that's enough to push him back.
Oh. Nice.
And I'm gonna yell, like, intimidating, like, "Come for me, bro!"
Well, one will absolutely hit, but since you're knocking him back, I'm assuming that you're then moving with them.
No, because I was gonna yell and try and intimidate again.
Then how would you punch them your next 2 times if they're 15 feet away?
Oh, no, it was my 2 normal ones,
Mm-hmm.
and then my flurry of blows was after that.
So did you do
punch,
this before
flurry of
you
blows,
pushed him
then
away?
knockback.
Right. So here's what we just resolved: punch, punch, push, punch, punch. But you're 15 feet away, so it's punch, 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 push.
Yeah,
Okay.
the latter.
Got it. In which case, that top one hits. That 9 absolutely does not. Actually, no, you get blessed. It's entirely possible. Roll your bless on the 9 that you rolled.
Oh, shoot.
Once you get past their displacement, that one's not gonna help you.
No.
Their armor class isn't too
They're
crazy.
squishy. They just have that little.
Yep. So it takes 19 points of damage.
Can I try for intimidation again?
You can roll it for funsies. Oh yeah, you're intimidating.
Ah, sucker.
It is. Go ahead and describe the shenanigan train that you performed on this large, horse-like, 6-legged, 2-tentacled hell beast.
So I missed the first one, hit the second one, and hit the second.
third one.
Hit the
miss
third
fourth.
one, miss the fourth one, and you push it back and yell at it. So
Yeah.
flurry of warg.
So he'll kind of miss the first, and then kind of like uppercut the second, and then kind of do like maybe like a double fist to make him go backwards, and then just be like, ah!
Okay. Come at me, brah. And this thing
I can
growls.
take two fists.
I figured since it worked the first time.
And one of its legs, it actually powerfully pushes to a tree, and you see the tree bow backwards a bit as it gets its bearings back onto all sixes,
Oh shit.
baring its
Yeah,
fierce
this is
teeth at you. And Gabe,
Yeah, these
that
are-
is horrifying.
Not,
But
not dainty creatures.
So I assume since I'm on his back that I can only see the one in front of me.
correct. I mean, you're like a turd at this point. You can just turn around and do whatever you want.
Okay.
You're not as
So-
afraid with the blessing. You're not as afraid anymore.
Okay, so Gabe cracks his neck, holds his hands in an X, and unfreak, and some fire coalesces into both of his hands, and he bends it and casts two black scorching ray at the displacer beast in front of Cass and the one in front of Safina.
Okay. So let me know one or two. One's the one in Cass, and the other one is the one in front of Safina. So how many on Cass?
2.
Okay, go ahead and roll those 2. That is going to be a hit, and no blessing can help you on that second one. And then the other one, is on the one in front of Safina.
This is a real sad statement. No blessing can help you on that.
Blessing can help you on this one. Go ahead and roll your bless d4. And that will. So
Nice.
one will connect on each of them. Go ahead and Zuku those guys.
So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as he does this thing, the fire sort of takes on a life of its own, kind of gnashes at the air and the water around it, and he lets it loose, and it seems like a chomping jaw as it goes towards the displacer beast in front of Cass and just bites at its neck, causing it to flare up. The other one misses, and then Gabe turns and does the same, and it bites at the displacer beast in front of Safina's snout.
The feeling of being tracked through the wilderness is subsiding to the adrenaline of being actively pursued as a meal. It appears that the tides themselves are going in your favor for now.
Oh, why? Why?
Actually, the second one does hit because of Polaris. Keep in mind that.
Oh, cool!
Because you have
Oh,
advantage.
because of them.
So that's,
Oh, right.
that's
So,
11 damage on the first one, and
Yep.
the second has 8.
So things appear to be going very well in your favor to these Feywild predators bearing down upon you. Alara, Celestian be with you.
Oh. I'm concerned by your face sounds.
It's a very nice night out. The clouds are obscuring all the stars. It's just raining down upon
worry.
you.
There's a large light source right in front of you.
As the sounds of battle crash against steel and claw, pure force moving the natural trees and these gravestones as entire swaths of earth are pushed out of the way in combat. You're fighting like titans here, and you are up.
Yeah!
Okay. I'm gonna see the scorching rays come flying past, and then see the other beasts behind us, them fighting it, and then Cassandra glowing like a light bulb.
Shine bright like a
Um,
diamond.
I'm gonna bring my hand up, and then like this white, really bright light is gonna form in my hand. I'm bring it down and hold it out, and I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the one that's facing Cassandra.
Okay.
And it's like a bright, like white light, kind of sparkly, like a radiant light, and it's different from the sacred flame. That was more like a fire. This is like a bolt, like
Yeah.
a
Firing my laser. All right.
laser.
I like that
Fire
we
my
are
laser.
We are the attackers of light. We're just like, you want
So
some more
much.
light? Here's more light.
You are more Celestian than y'all know. Go ahead and roll attack. It is a disadvantage now.
Okay. Shit.
Wait, it's back at disadvantage.
Top of the round.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can't remember how their thing works.
Yeah. Well, considering it's all 14, yeah, I think it's until their actual turn is. The way I'm playing it right now is going to be the top thereof.
Ah.
That
no.
doesn't particularly matter. So go ahead and shoot firing off, and you're going to send that thing off into the distance. It's just, you can see it as it continues like a tracer round, just out, just
You're
away.
eliminating the path for.
Note's coming to save you, Ex Machina style, and you blast him too. No.
You can't do anything today, man. Okay. So that didn't really work out. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Cassandra. Wait, no.
Can't spell, yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
well, never
Yeah.
mind.
Only a bonus cantrip.
Thank you for the gesture.
That's right.
She's like, feel good!
Kidding. Never
Just
mind.
kidding. Feel good in the moment.
Okay. Then I'm going to finish my round because I can't hit anything today.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not
Well-
that you can't hit anything. You're trying. Going for it. Oh god.
You're going the distance, going for speed. I don't know why I minimized that window. It takes like about 20 seconds to load. Alright.
I don't know.
Cass, you're getting the brunt of this.
I know.
That second one absolutely will hit. So I'll roll this only for the damage. You're coming claw, maw, paw,
Oof.
tentacle.
So
As
that's
you're
13 damage.
yeah, so it gets up. I would say on all fours, but it's not. It's got 6 legs, so it bears down, like putting a paw on your shoulder, and you're holding it back with your shield, as it comes down with its teeth right on your shoulder, around crunching your pauldron like it is so much thin iron, as opposed to the tempered steel that it is. Just for 13 points of damage.
Yep.
What's your hit points?
Oh, I have 7 hit points right now.
Left?
Yep.
Really?
I normally have 29.
Okay.
I'm no fear. I'll fix you.
I'll fix ya.
It's I have a bit. I can heal myself a little. Like I can use my lay on hands. Just use all of it to be like, shit.
So this thing is pretty intimidated by Safina's display of aggression, and instead of engaging like its friend is doing on Cass's face, it decides to stay at a distance and whack Safina with its tentacles. At a reduced disadvantage because you're yelling at it. Oh, which is a good thing it's disadvantage. So that 10's a miss.
Oh yeah, jeez.
What's your armor class?
16.
Alright, so both miss.
Dear God.
Thank God.
So your acts of testosterone haven't gone unnoticed from this creature as you effectively go toe to 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 toe with it. And it swings wildly with its tentacles, just completely missing and hitting a tree next to you as you see it crack and fall to the side. Another one coming around and just grazing you as the wind itself messes up all of Gabe's hair.
You did not mess up my friend's hair.
Unfortunately, Cass is faring far worse with her beast to the west.
Yeah, Cass would be like, well, shit, and I'm just gonna lay all the hands on myself
Okay.
and heal for 15 because it's like, okay, it's fine,
Mhm.
You-
All right. So that is your standard action. That is as many points of health lands that you wish to have back, which I think
Yep.
is 15.
15. Yep. Gonna take all of that. Take all of that.
Safina.
Yes. Okay. Okay, since we're on a roll. Okay, well, since I'm on a roll. And I'm just okay. And you healed yourself. I'm gonna try that again.
One more time.
One more time.
Savage wisdom. So
Whoa.
that very first strike, even with the disadvantage, needs no blessing other
Yeah.
than the blessing of good lord. So that'll hit. Which means the second one doesn't have to deal with disadvantage and also hits. Both of those hit.
Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing, the strength saving throw.
But after flurry of blows,
Yes.
Yeah, so flurry of blow first.
yeah, do your flurry of blows
Good.
first.
No. I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, so if you're gonna punch them, then punch them again before you do the strength thing, just so that we can keep the order.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna knock them out, and your next two ones hit air. Or your
Right. Yeah, no, that's how I always intended it.
Okay, yeah. Then go ahead and roll your next two, and then I'll roll the strength save. So that's a crit and a hit. So all four will hit, and
I like that your crit does the same damage as your hit right before it.
Right.
Just, like,
and
just
it
for
will
good
also
measure.
fail its strength, so it'll get knocked back 15 feet. So I need a total on the damage and description of what you just did.
Yeah, you just like punched all of them.
30.
30.
And I'm going to try and just for kicks and giggles. Yeah, that didn't work so well that time.
All right, so describe this.
Okay, so all four hit?
All four hit.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I remember this from karate class.
Oh my god.
All right.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Dun, dun, da, da, da.
Missed the hat. The hat makes it.
The hot hat.
Get him.
So I'm gonna punch him up so his head comes up. I'm gonna grab it, bring it into my knee.
Good.
His head will go back up. I'll punch him and then back kick him, and that'll send him 15 feet.
That's right, and he is rolled backwards.
Ooh.
Any chance he's gonna hit a tree and get more damage?
I mean, he effectively, that was the disadvantage of his attacks last time, which avoided a crit.
Okay.
Right, so he is absolutely knocked back onto his many feet, rolled back and gets back up, toe to toe to toe to toe to toe to toe to toe, making Gabe up next.
I'm gonna face the Blaze Beast and be like, hi.
Which
Bye.
one?
The one-
There's
you know.
two.
Yeah, the one in
I'm
front of
gonna-
Safina by 15 feet. Okay.
Just gonna roll in front of him like, hi. Charge up Scorching Ray. Bye.
Bye. Hi. Bye. All right. Fire your scorching. All three of them on dude face.
All three.
All right. That's a hit, a roll your blessing, and a crit.
Gotcha.
So the 11 will miss, but it looks like you are doing 19 points of damage to him. So go ahead and describe your shenanigans.
As I charge it up, just fleets it all towards him, and the Scorching Rays kind of swirl into a circle as they're all just gnashing in like fire. And they just get him in the snoot. It's like,
Right in the snoots. Scorching off parts of his... You've singed his whiskers.
Yo.
Can I reach back and do like a little high five with you?
Bag of doom. Alara.
Okay, so to confirm, healing word is a bonus action.
Yes.
Can I do healing word as a bonus action, but attack as well then with my quarterstaff?
Absolutely can.
Okay. So I'm gonna see this thing as being a jerk face. I'm going to run I'm gonna run. I'm going to slide across the ground
Woo.
and tap Sandra with a healing word. And as I slide next to her, I'm going to whack it with my other hand with the quarter staff.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Oh God, yes!
So
I gotta say
excited.
it cool.
I mean, it is cool.
Just kidding.
Oh no!
So, that's fine. Your actions still go through. You still tag her. I'll do your attack at disadvantage. It's displacing anyway, so no difference. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you're disadvantaged on disadvantage. You're so disadvantaged that...
Oh no!
Oh,
In my life.
Does anyone else have inspiration?
for either one of those. But okay. So you don't it sounded cool, and in reality you did all of those things. Except for mud, rain,
Oh.
physics. So you slide like a good underneath this thing further than you meant to. So you're like somewhat underneath the displacer beast, and you just miss a paw. You're like, this is probably not where you want to be.
Mm-mm.
Fine. Did I get my healing word off though?
Yeah, the healing word got off. You absolutely tagged her,
You have to,
Hang on a second.
but instead of tagging her, you kind of instinctively used it as momentum, and you went further. Like, got you! Oh, hell!
Not that. Not
Yeah, I was
that.
like, wait, you're trying to
Why is the crit?
why are you getting all the crits now when there can't be you?
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, guiding bolt crit. Good lord.
Rip.
Rip. Does that
but
include
she
your
gets-
life?
Yeah, she gets hit points equal to 2+ spells level. Wait.
So it
Whatever
would be
you
1d4 plus your wisdom, which is 2 plus 1. So
Yeah, it's just the first level.
so it would be 2 plus 1, which is 3, plus your wisdom, which is 2, which is 5, plus your roll, which is 1, so 6. So whatever you see on that, it's plus 3 if you're doing.
Oh,
healing
thank you.
word.
I'm almost at full health.
Well,
thank you
that's
very
about
much.
to get changed.
Yeah, I know it's about to get depleted because I'm going to protect you and take all that damage in a bound.
Well, no, it's fine. I'm there. I'm not that squishy actually. we can.
Well, there's a way that this how it works.
All right. Well, this
You'll see.
clawtical goes
Uh-huh.
towards Alara because she's in a bad place. So this is
And I'll absolutely protect her.
good. So I will say that because of her state, she is prone. That's with advantage. So are you still going to protect her?
So she gets advantage. How?
Advantage.
So it'd be 17 no matter what.
It's going to be advantage. Then you're imposed disadvantage. So it's going to be the first roll. However, you have a special ability, even if they get hit.
Right. That if it would still hit her, I'll take the damage. Yeah.
So you're still going to do that?
Yep.
Okay. So the way that goes is that a paw comes up and it's like, oh, Alara, your face needs to be less of a face. So a paw that's about the size of your face comes down, and Cassandra imposes herself in front of Alara and just takes it right to the chest. So it's a foot from your face. You can just see this huge gnashing claw just grinding into her shoulder as she bleeds all over you. And this Displacer Beast continues her attack onto Cassandra. Then taking another one while it's being held in place and just smacking her upside the face with the other paw powerfully. You just hear her breaking. Cass, in total you're taking...
Yep. I got it.
Okay, yeah, she's
Yep.
getting mauled. This one slinks back and darts into the darkness, escaping at full sprint.
You are very smart.
I mean, the one that you've been dealing with the past half the week's been doing that. That's to you, Cass.
All right. Gonna attack. Let's go. Keep on keeping on.
You can do it.
Yay.
Hey, Polaris.
But then, hold on, because it's
Roll
disadvantage.
blessing, right?
Yeah,
So
and it's plus 3.
Plus
So it's gonna be
3.
10 plus. So
12
which
misses.
is not going to hit.
Correct.
Okay.
Not want to get hit.
That's your standard action as you continue to fend very differently against this one.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You're protecting people by getting destroyed.
That is what she does. She's like, shit. This is what she does. I don't think I can do anything. I don't have the economy at bonus action.
Or moving. Got it. Safina.
Or because moving, I'll get attacked of opportunity. Like I'm screwed.
Correct.
Regardless.
You are a monk, Safina. You could potentially try to track down, run after this 6-legged, horse-sized panther.
No. As close as he is to death. Okay, so I'm confident in thinking that it's gone.
That it's leaving. You have done a significant amount of damage to it between you and Gabe.
Okay, then I'll turn to Gabe and be like, "You all right?"
Never better.
All right, let's go do this, and we'll head to the other one.
Whee!
Head to the other side with Gabe.
We'll do a nice jump off the log.
That first one requires a bless check.
Blessed.
And that will mean that a 14 hits.
Yay!
Which means we need a bless check for your 9.
Bless. I bless.
That one will miss. So your first one hits, and it's no longer displacing.
Well, that's good. Okay. Let's see. Is it too late for me to make it into
Into a what?
a stunning strike? Is it too late? Should I have announced that before?
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, next time. Okay. Then I believe I'm done because I don't have any healing abilities.
What level are you again?
5?
You don't. You get a free bonus attack, offhand attack, so you'll have always at least 3
Oh, right. Okay.
with martial arts ability. And it's a crit. Just kidding. So go ahead and check your bless. And what is he with these 3s? Especially like being 1 shy, so that one misses as well. So you hit with 1.
Okay.
Go ahead and describe your, majestic prance into battle, like a good old flying kick or something.
So the first one hits and the second 2 miss.
Correct.
All right. So he'll come running. He'll leap off the log with a nice sweeping roundhouse kick down, which will hit, and then it'll take 2 more swipes, but it'll just miss.
Okay. Gabe.
If I fire off Ray of Frost, would it be a disadvantage?
Based off of what you are doing right now, yes. You're kind of like being carried.
So
You are being carried.
That's
that I will clasp my hands together and whisper a little prayer to my gran, and I'll cast Hold the Dead on the Displacer Beast.
Hold the dead. Go ahead and pull that spell up. Because now I need to look that one up. Hold the dead. Toll the dead. Oh, that's just mild necromancy. And you rolled. There's the second one, the 1d12, because it absolutely has lost health. That is a wisdom save. And it saves, so nothing happens.
Damn it. Okay.
Well, I just prelude and was like, "Oh, Grand." Like,
Greg's like, in the heat of battle, since you are tolling the dead, please make an Arcana check.
oh boy, I'm good at these guys. And boom. Oh no.
12.
Well,
You're
Alara, does that thing work? Wisdom.
It's
Oh, it
intelligent.
is.
Yeah, intelligence. Sorry.
Well, isn't it intelligence and wisdom?
mm-hmm.
Oh,
And Arcana is intelligence based, so I mean, I don't know how she could help.
You can keep in mind in combat, aid action is the standard. Like you just have to have proficiency to help with that.
Gotcha. But it would be her action.
Correct.
To
So when you're
help
not in
first.
combat, that doesn't matter as much. That you're using a standard action. In combat, Alara would be like, "Allow me to help you," like with guidance.
Gotcha.
Right.
So not the smartest to help with that.
Unless you want to use your standard action to aid, but you don't need to know Arcana to do it. So no. Gabe, you realize that your magic is a little a touch on the wild side, being as self-taught as that you are, and you feel as though what you just did has had a secondary side effect to your graveyard area.
That's not good.
Oh.
Alara, you're up.
Okay. Where am I though in relation to Cassandra at this point?
You two are very close together. Like,
Okay.
practically, she's like just over top of you by like a foot.
Yeah, like I imagine she's like almost like over top of you.
She's like holding down the force of this creature trying to crush her, and then you.
Am I laying down? No, am I still prone?
You are. You're on your back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand up.
It's like,
If you, so you're
Or,
gonna
like,
crawl
I'm gonna-
away.
I'm gonna like. No, I'm gonna stand up behind Cassandra.
Okay. So you crawl out from underneath the displacer beast in Cassandra that's protecting you, and then stand up.
Yes.
Okay. Because you're like underneath. So you're underneath the displacer beast that went to paw your face into the ground, and she stopped it, and she's
And
currently
I
stopping
slide.
just like hold on. Like just.
Okay. The slide. I stand up and put my hand on her back.
it.
And I'm gonna do a cure wounds. And I'm gonna say, okay, we really need to start hitting this thing. Because I don't know how much longer I can keep healing.
It's very. It's like, yep, we're just gonna.
We're fine.
We're fine.
fine.
Plus, it looks like +3, right? So 8.
That's 3. God, what a shit roll.
It's okay. It's healing. I appreciate it.
It's because it's raining, guys.
It's the rain.
I can't see the
That's the
stars
one.
so well
Can't
like
see the
this.
stars. That'll be it though.
So, Cassandra
Mm-hmm.
and Alara make strength saving throws or an athletics check, your choice.
I'm gonna do an athletics check.
And they're both pretty.
Why? No.
Uh,
Why? Okay, guess not. Do you want to change the color of the dice again? That was another time. Like,
I don't know. I just do whatever.
Okay. So, as you guys were back in, Safina is here in his Kung Fu Panda fashion. This beast sees that the other displacer beast has left. Rearing back just a little bit, these tentacles wrap tightly around Cassandra, and one wrapping around Alara. Safina, you get an attack of opportunity as this thing takes your comrades and runs away with them.
Oh shit. So attack of opportunity is like
The standard,
So
one standard attack, yeah.
you can punch it.
You can punch.
so okay. The thing is, I'm just trying to picture this. If I punch it, I feel like hitting it with my ninjata would be much more effective.
I mean, if you have it
Can
out.
you stun it?
I can do stunning strike, but I
No.
think
Not as a
it
reaction, not as an
like,
attack
Not as
of
a reaction?
opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, because now would be the time to be like, stab it.
Okay, I'll just do a regular standard attack.
Okay. You don't need a blessing for that, so that'll hit, and he's no longer displacing. So, combat has shifted drastically.
Yep.
Oop. Cassandra,
Uh-huh.
this thing bolts out into the woods with you in it. You are tightly wrapped in it. How do you react as you are being pulled through the woods?
Has it gotten like my arms down by my side kind of thing?
It's
like,
wrapped you like a python with its spiky ends, gnashing little things like in one of your wounds, just grinding into it. It's got you pretty good.
I need to see what my options are for this oh shit moment.
Sure.
How could it carry things if it was phasing? Do they phase as well at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they can, yeah.
Yeah, it makes them look like they're blurry too. It's not so much phasing, so much as everything has a haze. Like when you take Photoshop and you just diffuse it out, and it could be anywhere within there. Or just fighting someone who's on like smoke. It's like fighting smoke.
Like it's got me. Can I move my wrist at all? Like at all? I want to see if I can try to stab at one of the tentacles, like with my hand like down and kind of like stab up to let it release me.
Yeah, you can. You can have access to your wrist. You can attempt to stabbins.
Something to like catch it off guard.
I mean, it's got priorities. Most of it is running. So yeah, go ahead and try to roll to attack. You can use your longsword attack at disadvantage, and just will be a different damage roll.
Okay.
You got this.
Oh, I think I hit it twice. I did. Okay.
Okay, still 18 is pretty respectable. Go ahead and roll just a standard 1d4 plus Dex if you have any, or Strength. Actually, yeah, allows you to do both.
Oh, roll 20's moving real slow.
It really is.
What was that? Okay, so I rolled 1d4. So what? And then what do you want me to roll after that?
It's plus your Strength. So you do a 7 points of damage with the dagger.
Nice.
Okay. And then plus my strength is a 3.
Right, hence the 7. So
yeah. Okay. And then can I add smite onto that? Because I might as well at this point. See what happens.
Yeah, you can smite it. Go ahead. 2d8 to smite.
I've never smited things before.
It's a mighty good opportunity to try it.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, shit, smite you. And then, yeah, Polaris, all that stuff. Okay.
It absolutely drops you into the mud.
What about Alara?
Does it
Still
stop
got-
it at all by being stabbed?
No,
Damn
I
it.
still got Alara.
I was hoping that would stop it.
No, it released you. You said with the idea of it releasing you, so you stabbed the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Yep, so that tentacle is there, and when it finally gets its thing, it doubles down on Alara. So, Safina, this thing's running out into the wilderness. You see it drop Cassandra.
There's probably no way I could catch up to it, right?
You'd be in a chase scene, so you'd be chasing
Safina.
it.
I might be able to slow it down if you get close enough.
All right. Okay, so I'll trust Gabe and I'll start running after it.
Okay. So now that you're doing this in a chasing while carrying someone, I'm going to start imposing the drag action, so you're at half movement. So you'll get about 20 feet in, so you will get a chance to attack it on Gabe's turn. So Gabe, go ahead.
I'm gonna riff off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack. All right. Noise.
And it is slowed by 10 feet.
Yep.
Its movement has a reduction of 10 feet.
And you do slow it down, applying some frost with the water on the creature itself.
And it's raining.
And it's raining. Alara, you have the unfortunate situation of being wrapped around two thick boa constrictor-like tendrils around your body. There's like not even a free inch of you as like your head's like inches to these large tendril-like pods that have gnashing bones at the end. Yeah, it's every anime nightmare you don't want to be in.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
So I'm all like wrapped up. Are my hands free?
They're towards the bottom, like comically down at the bottom, at your side.
Can I see its face? Is it holding me in a way where I can like?
You can see it, like you could, if you're like, do I have visual on it? Because it's got you effectively almost on its back.
Okay, I can't like visually see its eyes or anything.
No, you cannot see its eyes.
I don't think so. You guys think you're facing like the back head.
Yeah, you see his ears. They're very fluffy.
Is it doing damage by doing this right now, holding me as it is?
No,
With
you're
the-
just well constricted.
Okay. I'm gonna try. There's so much to do. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna just try to do a sacred flame on one of the, I guess, the tentacles that have me.
Does it have a somatic component?
Evocation.
Is it verbal, somatic? What's the M? I can't remember what M
Yeah,
is.
if it's
Material.
yeah. So if it's a V only spell, you can cast it. Also, who does have their speakers on?
I think it's Athena.
Okay.
It's a V and S.
Somatic.
Yes.
So yeah, so you need to have your access to your hands.
Okay. Fuck.
Like really your arms. It's somatic.
Yeah. Okay. I really can't do anything. Fuck. Can I try to? Fuck, there's like nothing I can do because I can't move, right?
At the moment, yeah, you are constrained.
Can I just try to like break free?
Yeah, you can try to escape.
Like just,
Absolutely, as a standard action, that would be an athletics check
All right.
or an acrobatics check if you feel that is more.
Oh yeah, acrobatics.
You fortunately have the ring going for you. You might be able to slip out. Not with an 11, unfortunately.
Dude, these rolls, I'm done.
Change the color.
I tried that and it got worse.
Okay.
Change it back.
It is absolutely slower. So now it is doing something. As you feel it constricting, make a Constitution saving throw. As it forces the air out of your lungs. And in that moment, in that exhale while you're trying to get yourself free, as a not trained person, you fall unconscious.
No!
Everyone's bless immediately drops.
Oh no! Is it just because she's like she just
Out of breath,
really
yeah.
out of breath?
So she loses consciousness in the sense she's out of breath, so she blacks out. You're still at your current health. Cass, you're on the ground watching a beast take another person you could not protect away from you.
Great. So how far away is it?
Well, what are you trying to do? You're in a chase scene. Everything is subjective to distance.
Right. So I'm on the ground, so I need to get up,
So would you like to
Yeah.
get? You get up.
and then I want to go after it.
Okay. You attempt to go after it, and it's going to be slightly outpaced to you. Basically, you need to stand up and attempt to pursue.
Okay. So I know if I run after it, if I use God, why am I not remembering the word right now?
Dash.
Mm-hmm.
How far ahead of me is it?
It is still more than 30 feet ahead of you. You use half of your movement to get up. You're doubling it with dash, effectively giving a stand-up movement and no attack by doing that.
I just want to see if I because I can move around 45 feet. If I dash, can I get in front of it?
You move 45 feet if you dash. What's your standard movement?
30. So if I get up for 15 and then move 15 and then I can move an extra 30. Is that not how that
It's
works?
going to half your movement. So you're going to move 30.
Gotcha.
So I'm telling you, don't worry about the mechanics. D&D is not about mechanics. I could completely remove all these numbers here.
I know.
If
I'm
you
just trying
decide to
see-
run after Alara it's going to be outpacing you. Now, you're not horribly so. It does have ice all over it.
Yeah, I can't do anything range. Like I can't help anything from a distance, so I have to get up there to help her.
Correct. But you're no longer on the ground and now actively pursuing on foot.
Yeah, that's my only option.
Safina.
Okay, so is it possible to do the exact same thing again without losing like distance between the displacer beast?
What is the exact same thing again?
Yeah, what's the exact same thing?
I run and then Gabe tries Ray of Frost again. Because you said I'm running at penalty now.
Right, so you can run to help close distance and he could act as a turret. So
essentially.
You could absolutely continue, which means you'll be at about where Cass is. So you and Cass are keeping pace. The only one actively able to do anything is going to be Gabriel.
Yeah, no, then if it works, let's keep doing that.
Fantastic. Gabe, you're up.
Okay, I had a question about Ice Knife. Would it also hurt Alara?
Did it say creature?
Uno momento. The target and each creature.
So yes.
I'm gonna Ice Knife. I'm gonna Ray of Frost. Again. I'm gonna slow down this stupid thing. Darn it.
Nope.
Bless.
No.
Bless is gone.
No,
Right?
because you're knocked
Oh
out.
shit, that's right. Fuck. I mean, oof.
So, Alara, you're having... Everything is all dark. And then in the darkness, you start seeing flecks of light. Yes, the flecks are starting to twinkle. And in Alara brain, you see... this.
Whoa.
That is your existence right now. This is what you see.
Your existence is stars. Like, look at that. Hey, you might get to the lake if you don't.
Just leave me here.
I mean, we can, but you will die. Like, you 10 out of 10 will die.
Creature continues to run. With Alara. With Meal. Cass.
I'm going to go off the suggestion of Sir Kent. Is there any rocks nearby that I can throw?
There absolutely are rocks that you can chuck as improvised weapons at this fleeing displacer beast.
Good.
Does she have to stop, though?
She would have to slow down, so you'd get like one good throw before it really gets out there. So you have to make it count.
I'm gonna try. I changed the color of my dice. Everything should be fine. What do I hit? What do I roll?
Just roll as your longsword. And I'll look at the d20 and stuff in there.
Okay, but I don't get blessed, but I do have +3, so it's 13.
Okay. So literally a blessed rock. You chuck a blessed rock at this place beast, and you absolutely hit it.
Like, shit!
Oh my god, now we're gonna go back to trial again.
Like,
All right.
Like, she's like, it was desperation.
Safina, you are a...
Bless you.
Bless
Thank
you.
And there's a spell slot.
You definitely know that this thing is...
Oh. Am I
What?
able to use smite after that just to do more damage after I threw a rock? I don't know if that's how it works. I don't know how any of this works.
You know what? Roll smite.
Okay. She's just trying. It's a divine rock. Just let
Okay.
it divinely hit.
So, Alara, in your mind, you're in this star field. And you feel that you are with him. And that he is looking at you.
I'm so
And he can sense that you are in danger. You see him raising his hand. And when he drops it, you wake up as this blast of light, this divine rock. This magic missile
This is
strikes, exploding in radiant light as this meteorite bursts into And you wake up to
dying on the inside.
and you wake up to this light as the creature itself just falls, and you're like, yeah. You wake up as it crashes to the ground, and then you realize reality hurts.
Reality does.
As this thing skids to the ground.
Does it fall on me?
Well, technically you fall on it because it was carrying you higher up.
Oh shit! Okay, that's right.
So it basically hits its body and bursts upwards. You're seeing like the sparks of light that you equate to your deity as this thing goes down, and it's just a nice body sled for you. Nice, comfortable rug.
The rock truck count.
Rock Chuck, MVP Kent.
Yay, Kent.
Yeah, Kent.
Okay, and that happens as you slide into this, and you have the most comfortable bed. It's nice. It's warm. It's got very nice fur.
Doesn't want to kill you.
Doesn't wish to kill you. You feel safe. You notice that the sky is up, parting just a little bit where the clouds are, so you can see the sky. As your friends rush to you, and we stop right there.
No.
Wonderful timing, though.
Right.
Right.
Damn.
I think that went well.
Thank you, Kent, for the throw a rock suggestion.
So, it's funny that the thing came from judgments of stone,
Right.
and
I
you guys
throw
won by judging through stone.
Yep.
I do like Ken's statement of, in my head, that rock was another one of the rock people, and it woke up mid-throw and screamed.
Double homicide.
Double homicide. Double kill.
Dun dun.
All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Aurora, dangerous place, displacer beast. At least one less is going to be hunting you, and that one probably is going to think differently. That said, you still have some repercussions to deal with whatever the hell your crazy wizard just did with necromancy a moment ago. But Alara may or may not saw her deity, and we're going to take this to Discord. I, as usual, probably go get food because I'm starving. But I will see y'all over there. Y'all welcome to hang out. Boop, 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 boop.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yay!